like
We're
10
live now on
It's
Facebook.
like 10 a.m. All right, let's talk to the Facebook people before we get on.
Hello. I should share.
Hi, bestie.
Hi, bestie. Hold on, I'm sharing.
Episode 60, guys, of the Best Friend Show. I've missed y'all. We've missed y'all. We did episode 59 a couple of weeks ago, so,
Yeah.
we hope you missed us.
Can I tag us on this? No, I gotta share it and then tag.
Yeah, can you share then tag?
Share.
And I'll take care of the Kumu. I'll take care of the Kumu comments also. Are you going to have your Kumu on, though?
Yeah, I am. But yeah, let me know what's going on in yours and I'll tell you what's going on in mine.
Okay.
Save.
I'm over
So
here
we have it.
I
Have it saved.
1 second, Bestie.
Oof. Well, we can't share it on Kumu yet since we're not on Kumu, right? Oops. That's on. Oh, I forgot. Oops. How do I share? Oh, there we go.
All right. Get in here. I have to change real quick. It's hella hot, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty warm here. Well, I ended up changing my top because I was eating birria and I got friggin' the consomme all over my shirt. So yeah. Well, I was getting hella. My shirt was hella dirty at work. Like I ate watermelon and it left like this. It looked weird. It looked like dried up drool on my shirt.
The film, right?
Yeah. And then after that, I go have birria for dinner. So I was like, I look like a mess. I just gotta change my shirt.
Oh my god.
It
is so hot. All right, Bessie, you ready to go on live on Kumu?
Yeah.
All right. Shout out to everybody out there. If you happen to be watching on Facebook and all that stuff.
Oof.
I
forgot. I gotta add the Best Friend Show page on Facebook into Melon. That way we can stream on that page also. But I just shared it. I just shared it. I think I added the Hubs page on here already. I don't think I've added the Best Friend Show yet. Oh wait, let me turn on my
There you
my
go.
Kumu.
Hey, Susan. I don't know if Susan's here. Liz, Kalima. Let's share this too. Copy link. We're just sharing, guys.
I'm so
Real
full.
quick.
Oh.
Let's see. Where should we go? So many devices here.
Hi everybody. Hi Kumu.
Hi, Kumu. Hi, everybody.
Hi Tiffany. How are you?
Hi, Tiffany.
She's on Facebook.
Hi, Tiffany. How are you?
Hi Trixie. Hi Maria.
Hey, guys.
Hi Apple Santos. Welcome to Kumu. Welcome to our stream. Hi Will Who.
What's up, guys? How's everybody?
I wish it would give me like a sound notification when a chat comes up on Melon. I thought it did. Tiff says she's good. I'm glad you're doing good. Are you going to be going to KumuCon, Tiffany? It's next month in Las Vegas.
Yes, please come.
Hey, Gomez.
Hi, guys. Sorry, I'm sharing muna. Nag-share muna ako, guys. Sharing.
But yeah, Kid Flip, I don't think is going to be able to make it to KumuCon. He's not going to be able to get his... Yeah, he's not going to be able to get his second vaccine in time, so I don't think he'll be able to make it to KumuCon, but he wants to make it for his birthday, so he might be here at the end of October instead of mid-October. But yeah, and I told him, I was like, well, I'm like, if not this year, at least...
Can't come here and get vaccinated?
I think he has to be vaccinated prior to crossing the border.
Oh.
Just like, as of right now, only Americans that are fully vaccinated can go to Canada right now. But Canadians can't come through here yet, I don't think.
Oh.
Until September 21st. I think that's when it opens up for them. It's crazy because I remember last year Canadians wouldn't open up the border for Americans. Now it's vice versa. I think the U.S. is just being bitter. Like, well, you didn't allow us in your country, so you can't come now.
Oh, that's whack though, dude.
I don't know. I'm just guessing because I was just like, because I feel like their numbers. Well, I haven't really been keeping up with Canada. I don't think their numbers. Well, they definitely can't be as high as ours. There's not as many people in Canada than here in the States.
Av is saying that 21 might reset.
Oh, really? So are they going to push it out further?
Let's see. Hi, Av. Hi, Chloe. Hi, Ace. Hi, Sunkiss. Guys, I was just sharing real quick, so I'm sorry I can't, sing real quick.
Yeah, don't tell me I broke these earbuds already. I can only hear through the right one.
Chloe, thank you so much. Yes. Again, this is the first time me and Liana is actually even acknowledging that we had a relationship or we have a relationship.
Yeah.
That you know. Oh, he's you're with Christian Pacheco right now. He said, "What's up?"
Oh,
What's
nice.
up, Christian? How are you?
Hey, Christian.
Man? Shout out to you. Are we gonna see Christian at KumuCon?
Hang on, I'm gonna change my earbuds because my left one isn't working no more. Gosh, that pisses me off. Oh, okay, nice.
Yo, man, Bally's is the cheapest place unless they're booked already, man. That's the cheapest place.
Is it really?
You don't have to have no fans, bro. What are you talking about, man? It's for everybody, dog. It's to get fans, actually. It's a networking hub. Like, come on. The fact that these people ain't going to use this to their advantage is crazy.
Will you say something really quick?
Yo, check. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. I can hear you well.
Ow. Okay, this
But
isn't
yeah,
any better
guys,
either.
what's up?
What the heck? I don't know. Can I hear from this one? Okay. Yeah. All right, we're good now. What was I going to say?
About KumuCon?
Oh, I'm like, grimy circus isn't cheap.
Oh yeah, huh? Circus, fucking.
Usually circus is hella cheap.
Yeah, I was doing some research. So most bang for your buck is Bally's though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Airbnb it.
Yeah, Airbnb, sleep in the car.
Because, I mean, when I was looking at Airbnb, like, I wasn't sure if it was just going to be us.
Hi, Marjorie. How are you?
Hi, Marjorie. Like, I wasn't sure if it was just going to be us or we're going to be sharing with a group. Like, if it was just us, like, I was finding, like, rooms for $55 a night Airbnb. I don't know if it was, like, a private room.
Hey, Marjorie. Marjorie, this is our first episode that we are even acknowledging what's been happening, what's going on. So I was going to say, for the folks down below and all that stuff, if you happen to be watching us on YouTube, Facebook, thank you very much. Pero we're also here on Kumu. So, again, we're going to have some fun tonight. We're going to talk about how this all came about, but yeah, how are you, bestie?
I'm okay. This thing is bugging me, so it's weird. I think it's melon. It's only playing through one ear. But, like, if I'm, like, adjusting the volume, like, I can hear it in both. It's just melon. It's only playing through one ear.
Ah, okay.
I don't know. It's weird. It's annoying. So I guess it wasn't the earbuds. It's just this. I don't know. Something must have happened because I remember hearing from both the other day when we were doing the Bayani festival, and then all of a sudden now I only hear from one ear.
And you tried reconnecting and all that stuff too. Hi, Marianne. How are you?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, shout out to you for coming through today. I hope you're doing good. So again, this is a best friend show. Me and Liana. If you guys haven't heard already or whatever, is having a baby. We're very excited about that. This is Liana's first child, so I'm super excited for her. Like, I'm really like to see somebody go through their first is just like, amazing. So Liana, when we first started doing the best friends show, we were just best friends.
Yeah. Did you see the memory that I posted on Facebook?
Yes, and
I thought it was hella funny that it was just from 1 year ago exactly.
And
should we play it?
We are able to play that, correct?
Yeah, let me see.
Just to put some context into what was going on around that time, we were kind of doing a recap of us doing our first meetup, I believe, too, right?
Yes. No. Oh, yeah. This was like shortly after our meetup, and this is like right before we do the best friends tour. I think this might have been the week before the best friends tour. Yeah. So this was right before the best friends tour. Because
crazy.
Yeah, because we came back right before my birthday, so yeah, it's funny. Like, I totally don't even remember this stream.
Av said, "Knew it." Hold on, Av. See, this is where we get to clear the story, and people like, "Oh, I knew it for the very beginning. That you guys were from the very, very start of the first episode. I was like, hold on,
Sure.
hold your horses. We'll get through all that. So if you guys have any questions, we will answer it. Like if Marjorie had any questions, I will answer it, Marjorie. Av, if you had any questions, you guys can ask questions or whatever.
Let's
completely
see.
fine with that. I called it on the car ride home from LA. Av, and the laughing emojis right there. We'll get to all of that. You know.
Here, let's show this clip. Let's start it from the beginning. Oh wait, I think I forgot to hit.
Now this is super meta and super weird. We're doing a replay. We're doing a look back at a replay of the Best Friend show. Correct?
Yes, I totally forgot to share the audio. Hold on, I gotta redo it. Let's see if we can hear it.
The meta,
and we always talk about it. I think we talked about it on the last episode. Leanna does have a basketball background too.
Yeah.
And the first time I seen Leanna in person, we're about the same height. So I was like, shit, I can take her. I'll D her up. And I was like, wait, hold on.
Hi, Monica. I was like, yeah, that doesn't sound right. Or does it?
Completely. Or it could. It completely could. Who knows? Who knows? Stay tuned.
Yeah.
But I think even on the last episode, a lot of people are really watching to see me and you inside the bathtub together. Doing our Bert and Ernie skit.
Yeah.
Right?
That'll be good.
With the rubber ducky.
I'll get the bubble bath.
You feel me? I gotta find me a rubber ducky.
I know, me too. I gotta find a good one. One that matches me.
It's gonna have like a gun, like bags of Coke everywhere. Like, where is it? Where is it? It came from Colombia. Like,
what would your rubber ducky look like?
Oh my God.
It would have like a bag of Cheetos, like the Santo Nino. You know what I'm saying?
So that was 1 year ago, guys.
Oops. I pushed the wrong one. How do I stop? Oh, there we go.
Again, that was 1 year ago.
How do I... Wait, what happened? There we go. Sorry, I couldn't hear.
Me and Bessie did not have a relationship at all during the very beginnings of the Best Friend show.
And we didn't have a relationship when we made that, or during that Best Friend show clip.
Correct. I think a lot of the talk maybe that was going around was, they met up in person, and it kind of just went wild from there, and
yeah.
But yeah, there was no tomfoolery going around or anything like that. But yeah, how do you feel looking back at that clip though from a year ago, Bestie? And
trips
seeing
me
where
out
we're at now.
It tripped me out because I totally forgot about that clip. And then, I mean, that's kind of what the nice thing about the Facebook memories. Like, you totally forget something that you posted, and then you get to rewatch it. And so I was like, what's this one? Like, because I didn't recognize that at all. Yeah, so that one was I started laughing because just of what you had said. You were gonna D me up. And then stay tuned.
The stay tuned is wild crazy.
Yeah.
When I said stay tuned, of course, all that stuff is, fun and jokes and stuff. But like, when you look back at where we're at right now, it's just, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy how during that time too, I was like just more focused on myself and what I had to do as far as like how we're gonna move Elite X along. You remember those days of we're trying to move this along. I think we might have had the ideas of Music Utopia in our
No,
heads
not
too,
yet.
of like,
Not
hey,
yet.
no, not yet.
Mm-mm.
Well, I know I had it early on. Like, I want to do because it had something to do with the word utopia. Like, I really wanted to do something, you know, in regards to that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, those were just those formative months of us doing the Best Friend Show, getting used to doing a podcast like this, where it's a male female platonic relationship talking about funny
Was
shit.
platonic.
Was platonic, and yeah, I did not expect this. Also because of the stuff that, even though we would joke about certain things, I know that there was some truth to some of those jokes. So one of the things that you used to come up with or say on here, Bestie, was it was kind of like your catchphrase. It was one of your catchphrases, but you said, or you would say back in those days, a year ago, shout out to my Kumu baby daddy and my future Kumu baby daddies. Correct?
Yeah.
How did that line come about in your head? Because that is a sick way to sign off, like, or to shout out. That's a sick shout out. So how did you come up with shout out to my Kumu baby daddies?
I don't even remember the first time where I had said it. I can't remember exactly. I don't think it was on the Best Friend Show. I think it was like a random stream.
I think this is before we started doing the Best Friend Show.
It was
This was
because
were you even on Elite X yet? Maybe when you were saying these type of things?
Maybe not yet.
Because you were saying that pretty early on, right?
Yeah, because I did have a Kumu baby daddy because, I have Kumu kids. And so it actually, my Kumu son was like, okay, if you're my mom, who's my dad? And I was like, you don't need a dad. What are you talking about? But he insisted. So
he insisted.
He insisted to have
he didn't want
a
to
dad.
be a bastard.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, well, you became my Kumu son pretty early on, pretty much like shortly after I got on to Kumu. So I'm like, it had to only be 3 guys because I only knew 3 guys from the beginning, and that was Dong, and that was Dougie, and Chinito. So those 3 were fighting for the Kumu baby daddy spot.
Elaine down below is saying Kumu baby daddy with laughing emojis. Like, it's a thing on here. Like how everyone.
I don't know. Yeah, like I know I'm not the first Kumu parent, but I don't know. I think the whole Kumu. I don't know if there was the expression of Kumu baby daddy back then. I don't know if anybody really used it other than me.
No one was calling nobody no baby daddy.
I didn't think so. I mean, at that time, I didn't think so because I mean, who like you? I didn't think anyone would, and it was just bad because like the whole competition of trying to find him a dad, like he was pissed off because he was like, okay, it kind of made. He was like, they're fighting for you, not for me.
Liana, I have Elaine down here at the bottom. This is a hella funny comment. She put, I got a lot of zaddies here, but not babies. That's crazy. Brooke Reviews is in the house. Brooke,
hey, Brooke.
That's my Kumu baby daughter right there.
Yes.
Brooke, no audio, Dad? You can't hear me?
I can hear you.
Gotta be loud and clear. No?
I don't know. You know what? So Magandang Fitness was saying that she was having issues hearing certain people yesterday. So I don't know if it's a melon thing or what.
Dang, have I been talking to someone? I thought,
no, like I can hear you.
Okay. I don't know, Brooke.
Maybe go in and out.
Your audios are good. Okay. Brooke says, hi, Mom. Love you. See?
Hi, love you.
There's a Kumu kid right there.
Yeah. So she got added into another one of my Kumu children. So I have like 1, 2, three, four. Four Kumu kids. I only have one Kumu son. I don't even really know how that came about, but like,
That's a lot of kids.
I know. And
Thank you, Elaine.
but yeah, so that Kumu baby daddy thing was just a joke, and like, but then that person ended up kind of taking that role a little too seriously. Like, I was like, dude, we're not together. I was like, you realize that usually if you're a baby daddy, like, we're not together. But no, but then he would follow me around in a lot of my my streams or whatever stream I was in. So like the joke was, and kind of like giving him a hint, like, guess what? Like, you're a baby daddy, like I could have more possibly. So that's where it came from. I'm like, shout out to my Kumu baby daddy and my future baby daddies.
Elaine said, "This is even great. I love Elaine's energy right now. It's so hard to pick amongst these zaddies to create babies with. You know what I mean? She had an entire like lineup.
I know, and that's why I told my Kumu son, I was like, you don't need a dad. I'm like, all you need is me. Like, we don't need to find your dad. And then he insisted, and then look at what happened. He was like, he's been a shit. It's funny because then his Kumu kids started complaining about him. They're like, where's our allowance?
Wow.
They were like,
that, huh?
They were like, yeah, they're like, dad's hella. They're like, dad's hella kuriput. And I was like,
oh
I was like,
God.
I've been giving you guys allowance. I was like, you need to hit up your dad. I was like, wow. I was like, you're the one that forced me to find a dad. So here, I was like, go bug him, harass him. I was like, I can't take care of you guys on my own.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, so they would bug their dad for allowance.
I think it's kind of crazy how Kumu has brought us together to where we do have relationships like that, where we call each other mom or dad or whatever. I think us in our age, I don't think we're out here calling anybody mom or dad or anything like that. So it's weird when I've like, through a previous Kumu relationship, I obtained Brooke, and the thing with Brooke was she was one of those that, hey, this is my dad, all this stuff. And the family that she was with at the time, the headmaster of their clique, they called her mommy. You know what I mean? So they always wanted a dad of some sort. So, of course, the other team leaders, they would call them dad and all that stuff. But they knew that I was in a relationship with this person. So they'd refer to me as their dad. And I never wanted any of that kind of stuff because I always thought it was weird, bestie, when, like, dude, I don't know these people. They're calling me dad and mom and all that stuff, right? So I always found that weird. So I never acknowledged, hey, you're my kids and all that stuff, right? I never acknowledged that stuff. But when they would say things like, hey, Daddy Ron and all that stuff, I just took that as a term of endearment, a term of endearment. But there were two out of all those people that became my Kumu daughters in a way. One of them I'm not too close with anymore. She's my estranged Kumu daughter, so she's
yeah, I have a couple of estranged.
But the one that stuck with me from the day she downloaded the app and got on her team and all that stuff was Brooke. So like it's so cool that for years later, she's kind of seen what I've gone through, and despite all that stuff, she never left by my side and never said anything about, hey, like, I don't like the decisions you made. I don't like any of the girls. But no, she just like, hey, where you're happy is fine. I just want you to take care of yourself too. So even though this is somebody that you're calling your baby daughter or whatever it is, it's also quite refreshing to have an actual friend. And I think you can relate to with your Kumu kids of, you guys are actually really friends.
Hmm.
So, you know, the relationship that I had with Brooke just manifested into, like, I really feel a sense of parental mentorship towards her in some type of way. And just like a real dad too, I go and discover things like how a real dad or a real brother would discover certain things too, right? So like I've always been happy that I've had an extended Kumu family like that. If we're talking about kids and stuff, because I'm pretty sure, Bessie, when you first got on this app, you weren't thinking about people calling you mommy.
Well,
You
and
know what
it's
I'm saying?
funny because like I was the first one to joke around about it, and I didn't know that that was a thing on Kumu. But the only reason why it happened because my Kumu son was just like, and I was like, I think he was trying to like tell me what to do or trying to like educate me. I was like, little boy, like I'm old enough to be your mother.
Some
Like,
young
who are
guy trying to
you?
school you.
Yeah. So then I would tease him, and
Oh
I would,
man.
because I'm like, I'd call him a little baby, and I would call him a nuck and stuff. And then he's like, "Stop! I'm not that young." And I was like, "You're a teenager. You're young." I was like, "The fact that I'm old enough to be your mother, like, you're young." And so that's where the whole Kumu son, Kumu mom came from. And I didn't
You
even
know,
know
for
that was a thing
me,
on Kumu.
for me, again, I always thought that that type of stuff was weird. So parang iniiwas ko yun. Like I didn't want to, be associated with that. But then when I got used to, I guess that's how that's how naglalambing yung mga tao,
Yeah.
right? That's how they get close to you and
Hmm.
stuff like that. So I took it as a term of endearment. Elaine here had wrote though that she goes, "Oh yeah, I have a mom here too. She does audio streams, and our dad drops gifts for our allowance." You know what I mean? So there is a system. You know
Yeah.
what I mean of there is a family a hierarchy system within
Yeah.
these little Kumu groups and
Yeah.
stuff.
I mean,
So,
that's where the Shark fam came about.
mm, got you. And you are the quote unquote dead mother,
Yes, I'm the
right?
matriarch of the Shark fam.
Right. So it's again, it's kind of cool how you have those type of relationships. Like me and Brooke's relationship is like it's actually quite amazing. We're actually pretty good friends. You know what I mean? And I truly have a um, unconditional love, for her, just because, I mean, she'll stay in a stream with me, Bestie, and there will only be 6 people in there, and she'll stay there with me because she knows I'm just there trying to make my hours, I'm not really doing content, you know what I mean? But then she'll stay in there. She ain't got to stay in there. So, I hella appreciate that. At the same time, what's going on with, progressing from a year ago, to where we're at now, and a lot of people haven't really, we're of course we weren't public with the stuff that was going on at first, but
Well, no, and especially since, like, I mean, we were seeing other people. Like, it wasn't like, well, for me, nothing was serious, but I was seeing other people. So, like, I wasn't really like, I think that's probably like the reason why I didn't think like there'd be a thing between me and you because I was talking to other people at that time.
and
So
I think the same with me too. So even though what you said right now about not taking it serious, I guess, um, it's kind of weird to talk about this stuff in public, right? It's kind of it's kind of weird, but it's like when things started initially happening between us, um, it wasn't a forced thing. It's something that organically had happened,
yeah.
I guess. And at the time too, I think kind of what you said with you were talking to people at the time, I was talking to people at the time or whatever, and I think to start off a relationship like that between two people, things could either go one way or the other too, right? But I think with both of us having that mindset of like, hey man, you know, this is what it is and cool. You know, there was like really no pressure there. You know, there was no pressure there, and I think we're
No,
both on the
because I
same
mean,
page.
we were really legit trying to be friends, you know,
Yeah,
at that time. So I mean, and I think it kind of worked out better that way because you know we got to see stuff that probably like if we were to start off dating, I probably wouldn't have been able to see that side until way later because you know that's usually how it goes when you're dating.
yeah.
You only want to show certain things first, but the fact that we were really just friends, like we didn't have that going on. So
I know it. Like maybe not. Well, I don't know if there would be an alternate world like this. Who knows? But like, imagine if we had met each other like how maybe other relationships start off, where the interest is into either having some type of relationship, you know, from the jump, whether that's physical or whatever it is. It's building towards that. When me and you met, looking at that clip from a year ago, um when you look at that clip from a year ago, it's more, hi Antoinette.
hi,
Antoinette's gonna
internet.
like this episode. We're going through our origins of me and Bestie here.
Yeah,
But when you look at that clip from a year ago, there's love there of friendship, right? But me and you doing it or doing any type of physical activity was like not on our minds at
no,
all.
not at all.
I think we
I
got
mean,
off
even
more
though
on doing the content more
yeah,
than off each other. You know?
yeah, and even and yeah, we were joking around a lot about it on the best friend show, but I mean that was strictly for entertainment. Like,
Yes, the flirting,
yeah,
the sexual innuendo, because
yeah,
like
because we knew
behind the
that's what people
scenes,
wanted.
behind exactly, and behind the scenes, when and this is the stuff that you guys don't get to hear about, but we get to talk about it now. Uh, like we'd have that weird response of like, "Wow, Bessie, they're really responding to us as if we're like dating or something," and she's like, "Well, just play off that and make funny jokes and stuff. Like I'll flirt with you and you know whatever." I was like, "All right, bet." So sometimes it's really genuine when Bestie is saying something like, "Come work out with me," or all that stuff. I'm like, oh, you know, like she'll catch me off guard, and we'd have those shows where we would be on point that immediately right after the show we would do our own replays like, oh, I like that one joke that you busted out. So, you know, keep saying that one next week, you know, for the people that didn't catch it, blah, 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 say it again next week. So it's kind of weird, Bestie, right? To go from doing like Three's Company type jokes to
Yeah,
all of a sudden.
yeah.
Bazooka Joe is in the house. How
Hey,
are
Bazooka
you?
Joe.
Antoinette here is saying hi guys, and she's like baby, you know, like that. So Antoinette also was there during those early stages, you know what I mean, of like us, you know, linking up. So again, when we were first seeing each other, we were also seeing other people also at the time.
Yeah,
So
and when we first met each other, like I was in a very serious relationship then, so that's why when people are like, "Oh, how come you didn't see that coming?" And I was like, "Well, because I was actually in a very serious relationship in when I first got in Kumu, and then things fell through." So, and obviously I wasn't trying to be in a relationship right after a huge breakup. So I was just trying to just mess around for a little bit, like, and not take, and I didn't take anything seriously. So yeah, that's why, I didn't see this coming at all.
and for me too, guys, like truthfully, you know, I had somebody that I was seeing outside of what you know, I was doing. You know, in real life, I had real things that was going on, and I had a long term, you know, relationship that, even though it was a good relationship and I had a lot of fun, it was also going going left already. You know what I mean? So I just came out of that recovering and also getting into whatever relationships I was also getting into also. So like I really just wanted to focus on like creating content with Bestie and pushing the Elite X forward. So like when we started seeing each other though too, you know, like I was fresh off of, you know, other BS that was going on too, and I was just like, you know what, man, I just need to chill out and just focus on the work and all that stuff. And eventually, after a while, the people that you work with, you know, you really have a bond that goes on to where, you know, you like that person because of the way that they might be taking care of you. You know, so like Bestie here has definitely been a great friend that you know, not only is creative, which I very very much love, you know, but she got me through just so much, you know, whether it's talking about my family experiences or actually talking about our Filipinoisms, you know, like um, you know, I don't have I've never had anybody to talk about Filipino shit with that's a Philam. You know what I'm saying, Bestie? Like most Philams don't give a fuck about no Filipino shit. You know, real talk. They don't give a fuck about that stuff. But I think the way that we've progressed in our lives in our Filipino community, there's been a love-hate relationship. There's been feeling of ostracization and all that stuff. At least with Bestie here, when we were talking about, you know, our Filipinoisms, her thing was, um, hey, they're not either going to give me a chance or I might not be allowed in certain doors. I'm just going to make my own, you know, I'm just going to make my own way. You know what I mean? And that's something that really really turned on in my head of like, you know, this person gets it. Like, you know, she's not waiting for nobody. You know what I mean? If it's in within the community and she wants to help out, you know, she's going to go there. So that was a big factor in like my start of me liking you. You know what I'm saying? Of me liking you. So it's crazy. Shout out to Bazooka Joe and everyone else that's in the room right now. Again, if you guys have any questions about anything, if Brooke or Antoinette or Joe, if you guys had any questions about anything, you know, let us know in the comments. So, um, yeah, I mean, what's your take though, Bessie? What do you got to add to that?
I don't know. Um, hang on, like I'm trying to see.
How are you guys down below? We hope you guys are doing great. Again, we're on episode 60, guys. Episode 60 of the Best Friend Show. Along with Baby X.
Yes.
Shout out to my baby X down there. How's the baby doing?
Hold on 1 second.
Look at mommy, hella busy. It's weird. It's weird that I call her mommy too.
Here's like a little. Here, we'll show Baby X a little bit.
Okay.
This was like a little video that we had. So that's the doctor and my mom talking. There's the baby. This was
Wow.
I don't remember how many weeks I was here.
That's the spine right there, huh? That's the back of the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Like he turned.
Yeah. It doesn't like taking pictures. It doesn't like taking pictures. It'll turn its back. I think I was like 12. No, I think it was 11 weeks here. Yeah, I think it was 11 weeks here.
And how many weeks are you now, Liana?
17. Right? I don't know. My memory's...
Hi, Leilani. So how are you?
Hey, Lonnie. We're just showing Baby X here.
And talking about our relationship. So if you have any questions, we will answer them here for you. But we're kind of... first of all, look at the way the baby's positioned right there. When my friend saw that picture, he was like, dude, the baby's holding the microphone, dude. Leilani put, hi, baby X.
Hey,
Auntie Lonnie
Dej.
loves you.
Deja's in my stream. She just saw the video. But yeah, that's
Hi,
baby
Dej.
X moving around.
Look at baby X.
This was when I was 11 weeks. The little bean, yeah. I'll be 18 weeks on Thursday officially. So I'm heading towards the halfway point, but yeah, it's weird.
That's crazy right there. What is our baby made out of, Liana?
Well, when I first found out I was pregnant, I wanted nothing but mashed potatoes and peanut butter.
Okay.
Now I don't know. My cravings are so random. Dave says, "Yay! I'm so excited again, guys. I know we're all excited.
We're all excited. We're talking a little bit about the formations of our relationship here. I've had people in my messages and in our inboxes talking about we knew from the start. Like y'all didn't know from the start. You know what I mean? Because we didn't know. We don't know what y'all talking about. We didn't know from the start. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even the start of me and her, we didn't know.
No.
You know, we were just having, Bessie, we were having fun. Right?
Yeah.
We were having fun. It was a working relationship with, with a little, with a little extracurricular. You know what I mean? With the
Dave said, when I met y'all together, I was like, something is happening or is gonna happen. I'm trying to think. When did you first meet us, Dave? I know, so I know.
Wait,
today.
What was the question?
No, Dave says, when I met y'all together, I was like, something in all caps is happening or is gonna happen. So I was trying to think. I was asking her when. I think it was when I first started seeing Best Friend Show. I can't remember when you first came on. I think when you first came on, because I met Ron first. Yeah. I think we might have had something going on already when we first met Dej.
Early stages, right? Those were...
Yes, because you know what? I was actually with Ron when he first came to your stream.
I don't even remember things from... I remember some things from a year ago. My memory's so shot. You already know.
Because I remembered I was with you when you first went into Deja's stream. So, yeah, I think something was already happening then. But no, so like this morning, like I think this is like where like the weird pregnancy cravings are really starting to happen for me. Like it was weird because I wasn't like I lost my appetite like in the first trimester. I wasn't really wanting to eat other than like vegetables or just hella bland stuff. But this morning I really wanted a cinnamon roll with like a ton of like melted mozzarella cheese on it. It just sounds so good right now. Like I might have to just make it on my own.
So you said you wanted a cinnamon roll with hella mozzarella cheese.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. MJ's in the house. Musta, how are you? Thank you guys for hanging out with us again. This is episode 60 of the Best Friend Show. Me and Leon are talking about being public now in our relationship.
Dave says, I remember he was high and getting crawfish. So I think that might have been one of our first times getting seafood together. Because I mean, in the beginning, we were eating a lot of seafood together.
Because I freaking finally found somebody that I could eat some seafood with, where I'm not fucking alone at the seafood. Because I am that dude. I will go to the seafood spot. Pre-pandemic, I would go to the seafood spot by myself. Because for some reason, all the fucking crazy females I was dealing with did not eat no seafood. I was like, y'all is tripping. So I would eat alone at these seafood places. So when I found somebody that I could eat seafood with, I was just like, dude, this is actually kind of awesome. And not only that, but again, too, we might get into this later, but, maybe just the chance or the opportunity to date a Pinay. You know, like the last girlfriends I had weren't Filipina. The last Filipina I was talking to was probably like in 2016. You know, and prior to that, it's been, you know, it was just such a long time. You know, so like it was cool again to be amongst somebody that was of your own race, but also to have the things that I like to do, like eating seafood, like eating in general. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
yeah.
Dave says there's nothing wrong with that because crawfish is worth eating alone.
It is, and I will definitely go by myself and just like put on Netflix while I'm eating at the buffet. It's amazing, dude.
Same. I've done the same thing.
Right? See, and that's why we have some compatible things about us.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Well, and it's funny, you know, that you mentioned that. Like, I haven't dated a Filipino guy since I was like 15. So it's been a long time.
And think about how I felt too. You know what I mean? When I found that out too, right? I was just like, you take, because people either could take things a certain way, right? So for me, I'll just like, you know, welcome home, you know? Welcome.
Because I mean, there were guys that I dated that were part Filipino, but not a full Filipino. So, and it had been since I was 15 since I dated a full Filipino guy.
What year is that? When you were 15? What year is that?
99. Actually, I was 98, 99.
Dang, you didn't have no lumpia since 98?
No.
You weren't into lumpia, huh?
No, it was just, I didn't think Filipino guys were really into me. I didn't really attract too many Filipino guys, or if I did, like, they didn't try. But I would only get like mixed.
Because you left San Ho. If you was out here, I swear you would have been.
Stage put. I can't stand Ron. No, yeah, like the last guy that I had dated that had some Filipino blood, he was only even a quarter Filipino. He was black, white, and Filipino.
Oh, so he had that limpia then, huh?
I don't even know what I would call that. Yeah, I think he was the last Filipino or part Filipino guy that I had dated. Yeah, I think that was him.
And me getting older, bestie, right? So like, you know, around the age that we're in, like I didn't think I would date another Pinay. Like I just kind of like what I was like, dude, Pinays are not into Pinoys, dude. You know what I'm saying? Pinays are not dating no fucking Filipinos right now. They haven't been for 10 years. I gotta go get in where I fit in. So I was just like, I'm probably gonna end up dating a fucking Mexican chick or, you know, something like that. I just did not have any like high hopes for ever dating a Filipino again because, you know, we don't want to be dated. You know what I mean? Filipino dudes don't want to be dated by a Pinay. That's just my opinion. I know I'm wrong. Wrong. I'm just around the same circles. You know what I'm saying? I'm around the same circles. Pinays are not going for no Filipino dudes. You know what I mean?
Dage put black, white, and Filipino equals potluck.
Boiling pot.
Oh my gosh.
Instead of a melting pot. Hello back again, Antoinette.
Thanks for sharing, Dage.
See, like even Lonnie said, the ones out here are kind of See, ain't nobody trying to date no Ain't nobody trying to date no Pinoy. You know what I'm saying?
Ugh. Okay, well that reminds me, like, there is this. Well, he wasn't trying to date me. He wanted to mess around with me, and I was like, okay, no, like, there was just something about him that I just was not attracted to. Like,
what's up, Grab?
He's not like he wasn't a bad looking guy. Oh, you know what? I think it was the tattoo that he had that grossed me out. And I was like, fuck, this is the reason why I don't like Filipinos here. So his tattoo said FBI. And I was like, what's FBI? full-blooded Ilocano. And I was like, that's gross. Like, get away from me.
Man.
Like, you are not seeing me naked. I'm like, get the fuck out of here with that ugly ass tattoo. And it wasn't even a nice looking tattoo. And I'm just like, ew.
I was gonna say, shout out to Grub Life. Grub, I was saying right now too how Filipinas they are not trying to date no Pinoys. You know what I mean? That's why I was also surprised that I'm in a relationship with a Filipina. Bestie here hasn't had any lumpia since '98. I'm her first lumpia since '98. You know what I'm saying? The limpia. You know what I'm saying? The limpia. You know? Sorry, Best.
Oh gosh.
Real quick, I wanted to read what Lonnie said. My sister dated a guy that was related to my stepdad, and we didn't know.
Ugh. That's gross.
That's tough. That is tough.
Well,
right
and you know, and what's
Olympia,
funny,
yes.
and what's funny is that like that did also cross my mind. Like, you know, dating a Filipino I could be dating a relative.
And then when we get the geographical locations.
Yeah. So like me and Ron, our families are like pretty close neighbors. Like we're only like two towns away from each other. It's very close.
And tell them about that one relation of how like our families do truly know each other.
Yes. Okay. So my mom's cousin, his wife is from Angono and actually knows his family. So, and yes, no, this was another one. There's two of them.
Oh, wow.
So my mom's first cousin's wife is from Angono and says that they know your family. I was trying to talk about it with your mom, but I don't remember my cousin, his wife's maiden name. And then my aunt's friend was classmates with your uncle.
That's crazy.
And me and Ron's mom have been to her farm.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And my son got to go to that farm too, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how close we are. So like people already know our families. Our families kind of know each other.
And I just want to give a shout out to my man Grub Life because we have all our Elite X members here. We have Av, Grub Life, Lonnie, Brook Reviews, Antoinette. You know, the one thing that's so cool about Kumu is, and I know a lot of people may not know this, but even with Grub Life and me, we were born on the same day, same hospital. Our last names are close to each other, so we were probably in the same delivery room together, throwing up signs, talking shit already. You know, Grub, let me use your lighter. So it's crazy to see. It's crazy to know that me and Grub were in the same delivery room, and we're here on Kumu. You, bestie, our families are 2 towns away. Yet they've made that connection already. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for Av, we wouldn't be pregnant, right?
Yeah, or Antoinette, because Antoinette was the one that got me on the app.
Yeah, saying, hey, download this app. Hey, Antoinette was like, hey, download this app, you'll get pregnant. And then Bessie's like, I'll try it out. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, yes.
It didn't happen that way. Y'all don't love this app as much as we love this app. And if you do, you know, go have a baby and let's see what's up. You know what I'm saying? We had a baby. Straight up. You know?
But yeah. I mean, that kind of...
Av said I wouldn't have met Antoinette, you know? And I love Antoinette more than the app. Do we believe that? Ladies? Judges? Do we believe that? Do we believe that, judges? Okay, Antoinette with the she confirmed with the heart emojis. Because at first she put the sad emojis. You know what I mean? So that's why I was like, hold on, judges. Brooks given 34s and 35s. Yes, okay. Judges, okay. I was gonna say, we say this all in jest, but people like Antoinette are very, very important people in our lives. You know what I mean? So, I didn't think I'd even be in a position to have a baby. Again, bestie.
I didn't even think I could have a kid. So, I mean, that's the reason why this kind of happens. Because, I mean, I didn't think I could get pregnant.
Yeah, I didn't know if you wanted to share why you couldn't get pregnant, but like there was
Yeah, like I have PCOS, so I have a hormone imbalance. I produce too much testosterone for females, so it's a little bit harder for me to get pregnant. But they said it wasn't impossible. They just said it would be hard. And, I mean, I hadn't been that responsible these past few years. So, like, and I never got pregnant. So I was like, well, maybe I can't. So then all of a sudden this happens. And I was like, wait, like, what? But I also think it's because I was losing a lot of weight around that time also when lockdown was happening. I was losing a lot of weight. So I think maybe that contributed to my fertility. So, yeah.
Lockdown definitely helped my fertility out.
Yeah, so I think it's because, and it's funny because I talked about this with a friend who also has PCOS. She has 3 kids. She had them in her late 30s as well. She had twins, her first go. And yeah, same thing. Like hey, Christian, she didn't think she could get pregnant because like me, she wasn't being responsible. And she, all those irresponsible times, like she never got pregnant. So she just assumed that she couldn't get pregnant. And then all of a sudden, I think she was like 3 months pregnant already. Where, because with PCOS, sometimes you don't get a period for months. So that's why, like, when I was late, I didn't bother. Like, that didn't alarm me at any point, because I'm like, well, this happens all the time to me. So, I mean, that happened to her, where she was like, well, I didn't get a period, but that's just because I've always been a regular. So she didn't bother getting tested or anything. So, yeah. So she didn't find out until she was like probably like 11 weeks in. So, yeah. I don't know how deep we want to go.
Well, I mean, we've shared a lot. I mean, of course, we're both very private people. That's why, like, when things were going on between us and all that stuff. All right. I like being romantic. I like being lovey-dovey and all that stuff when it's in our own private time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be out here hugging up on Bessie. You know what I mean? I don't want to be, she ain't trying to be the necklace. You know what I mean? She ain't trying to hang on my neck, hug up on me. We don't do that lovey-dovey shit. You know what I'm saying? But we'll do it with each other in the privacy of our own time and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So you're not going to hear us being that way, because who wants to see that on screen? Y'all are here to be entertained, and to, we give you the news, we give you, the topics that you guys are here for. Ain't nobody coming here to see no relationship type of stuff. But the people that have supported us, through this by, seeing what's going on. Some people, of course, knew, what was going on. They respected our privacy. So shout out to those people that would respect our privacy, wouldn't even say anything, acknowledge about even me and Bestie having any kind of relationship, because it's like, dude, we're not trying to sometimes that's the kind of stuff grosses us out. Like we're not into that stuff, you know what I mean? So I'm definitely not gonna bust that type of stuff out. You know what I mean? And again, a sense of privacy. You guys get to see a version of Ron and Leanna, but I'll tell you this: you guys. Sometimes the world doesn't deserve to see true versions of ourselves because you get to see everything. So I've seen true versions of Liana. She's seen true versions of me. You know what I mean? So we try to give you an authentic experience whenever you come into our streams, but at the same time we have our sense of privacy. So when Liana says, I don't know how deep you want to go, you know what I mean? It's like whatever you feel comfortable with, because I think these stories, uh, it's better when the narrative's coming out of our mouths instead of speculation and all that stuff. So yeah. El Ku, who is in the house, DJ
Hey,
Adequate
El
is also
Ku.
here. But
Hey,
El Ku
RJ.
is saying, Sir Ron, Ate Liana, congrats po. Ang
Thank you.
pinaka kamahal naming couple. Naming couple. Oh, that's so
very
sweet.
sweet. Thank you, LQ.
That's so sweet. By the way,
We miss you. I wish we were still doing Claptrap and hanging
yes,
out with you
Adequate
guys.
is in the house. Kumusta in between is here too. Antoinette was talking about she's saying $100 it's a girl. We did not reveal the sex.
Love you, Fatima. Fatima's on Facebook right now watching us.
Hi, Fatima. Again, we're answering questions about us. If you guys have any questions,
thank you.
We will answer them. We're talking about the evolution of what's been going on between me and Bessie. So even right now, Bessie was like, "Well, how much did you want to share?" and all that stuff. So,
well, because should we say this isn't our first?
That might be a little too private right there. That might be that might be a little too private right there. Elku is saying, "Miss you din po." Elku, thank you so much for your support. You've shown us so much love over the years. Your friend Leilani Fatima is saying hi, Fatima, on my side of things. So Fatima, thank you so much for joining us. Happy belated birthday also again. We've been saying happy birthday to Fatima for the last 5-6 days now. So happy birthday again. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Keep celebrating that. So there's again, there's some things that I do want to keep private. That's for ourselves only. But then to be out in the open with a relationship like this now, it's very weird. Some things that we've joked about have come into light now. So earlier when we were talking about Bessie saying, her sign off being shout out to my Kumu baby daddies and all that stuff. All of a sudden, I'm the dad now. You know what I mean? And when you posted that clip also saying that this is our first, or one of the recaps from the first meetup before we're going to LA. You know what I mean? We did a very special episode in LA where we're in the pool, very provocative live stream that day. We were in the hot tub with me, Prince Charisma, two guys.
Hella cold hot tub.
Yeah, hella cold hot tub. You know what I mean? So me and Bestie are in the pool, yet we're talking about certain things. You know what I mean? So it's weird now how there's this one question she asked me. She's like, we're talking about pet names that people give each other, like calling each other baby and all that stuff. Bessie here is talking about, I would never call anybody baby or daddy or, mommy. And she's like, do you like guys calling, do you call girls mommy? Do you like, all that stuff? And I was like, well, she's putting in that word. I'll call her mommy. I'll do whatever, and then fast forward a year later, shit. In our own, here's something I'll share in our own private time. Of course, I'm gonna be calling her mommy. I'm like, what's good, mommy? You good? You need some water. You know what I'm saying? And yes, please, can I have some water? All that stuff. And it's weird because again, we're not crossing, but we're doing things that we were like, oh shit, I never knew that I'd be in a position to be calling, and Liana's not over here calling me, daddy, you know what I mean? But she's over here with the, hey, you're the dad. You're the dad. So we went from making little jokes like that to fast forward a year later, all this going on. So it's kind of crazy. Adequate here saying it's beautiful when you can go through life with your best friend. You know what I mean? Well, we've been through some life together already, Bessie. Yeah,
Yeah, quite a bit, I think.
quite a bit of life, right?
Fatima says, "Oh, you manifested it." She put
Willed
so
it into
cute.
existence.
I mean, we kind of did, like the whole Kumu baby daddy thing. Like, I think that's where it might have started off. Was that Fatima put +1.
Oh my god. It's crazy. I think it might have been like 2 or 3 weeks ago. You were playing that Facebook game, and then all of a sudden it said you will end the year.
Oh,
Right?
pregnant.
And that's before we even made an announcement of any type
Yeah.
of.
But I mean, we already knew that we were pregnant, and a few people had, like, people close to us already knew that we were pregnant. Our families knew, but it was just funny that that was the one that I got right off the bat. So I had to post it because I thought it was funny, like, especially with the ones that did know. Obviously, they had a little laugh about it too.
It's funny when people are like genuinely,
Hi, Apple.
they're like genuine. They're like, thank you, Miss Lady Benz, also for sharing this live. I appreciate you. Thank you. What Adequate had said earlier about going through life with their best friend. I was prepared to be alone in this world with just me and my son. You know what I'm saying? I was just pretty much prepared to, like, I don't want to get married no more. I ain't doing none of that. I got into this whole belief of like, hey, that's what you're supposed to do. I know when you guys were doing the Kumarihood yesterday, I had mentioned that, I thought by the time you're 30, you know everything and all that stuff, and how ignorant and young I was even back then. So, like, to get married at 28 and to be like, hey, I think I've done it all. I'm good. I want to settle down. You know what I mean? Maybe I was just going to bad clubs at the time. I think that's maybe what it was. It wasn't about, hey, I want to settle down. Maybe I was going to bad clubs at the time, and I'm mistaken that for, hey, I might want to settle down now. So, like, I tried being a husband, I tried being a father, and I loved it. I was a domesticated dad. I got to take care of my son during the early stages of his formative years. So I loved being a dad. I love being while the wife was at work, I would take care of the son, and I really embraced being a father. Like changing diapers and food and all that stuff was not even a bother to me. So now that I'm in a position to have this again in my life, like, I'm super super blessed, and to go through life again, going through it this time with my best friend. Like, when we talked about, like, yo, this is what we're doing and all this stuff, like, I mean, we're excited. We're truly truly excited that we have a chance here. So, Bessie, when you found out the news, though, with this, we haven't really talked about this, but me and Bessie are cigarette smokers, right? So who's going to change the diapers for the little one? That's me. I've got night shift. I got all that. I want all that. I want the night shift. I want all that. So that's no problem. But I was going to say, when we first found out that we are cigarette smokers, right? We are cigarette smokers. So all of a sudden, Bessie's like, ugh. I haven't had a cigarette since Sunday or something like that, right? It was some weird day, and then I was like, oh, it's all right. I got a couple packs here. Y'all will be amazing parents, and they will be loved by so many. Thank you so much, Fatima. Yeah, I hope so. You know what I mean? That baby need that PS5, y'all. You feel me? So, Bessie was here on some, like, yeah, let me smoke a cigarette. And then what happened, Bessie, when you were trying to smoke that cigarette in the car? Do you remember?
I gagged.
It just did not work out, right?
Yeah.
And then the following day, she wanted to have another one, and she couldn't. And I said, I think you're pregnant. Right?
Yeah.
Those were the words, right? I think you're pregnant. So you want to take it from here? We hit up the Dollar Tree, right?
Yeah. At that time, the Dollar Tree was just right down the street.
We bought like 2 or 3 tests, right? Make sure. And what happened when you did the test?
It instantly showed up. Like, like when you do the test, it says wait 2 minutes to see if you'll get 2 lines. Like, it didn't take 2 minutes. Like, it showed up right away, and they were, and it wasn't like, ooh, is that a second line? Like, no, it was a second line. It was bold.
That shit was red.
Yeah, it was bold. I think I have a picture of it, but yeah, it was just crazy, and I totally freaked out because I was like, no fucking way. Like, I still, it took me a minute to really realize. I was like, oh shit, I'm fucking pregnant, just because I didn't think I could. So I was like, yeah, right, this can't be. But all 3 tests clearly said that I was pregnant. So yeah, it was nuts.
And Bestie has a little bit. Well, I don't want to put you on blast, Bestie, but you have a little bad habit of not throwing things away when you open it on the sink. Right? You know that. So that thing just was there. Those 3 tests or whatever was just there on the sink, and I was just like, dang, dude, that shit came up within 30 seconds, dude. Right? It was quick, huh? It was just like
not even 30 seconds.
Not even 30 seconds. Like,
as
dude,
soon as as soon as the test paper started absorbing my urine, like, it automatically, that line showed up.
And just to make sure, we go and we booked ourselves a doctor's appointment, and lo and behold, she was 5 weeks in or something like that.
Yeah.
So again, we were just like, oh, wow, this is happening. This is happening right here. So it's kind of amazing to see like what we've gone through. I know that I'm leaving things out of our story here because I think it really is for our own privacy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want people knowing too many things of our business, even though we are open with each other. But all I'm saying is it's a miracle that me and Liana were able to have this opportunity, and we're excited about this, Bestie. I mean, this is again a life-changing experience, for both of us, and we're very excited about this to go down.
Yeah.
Antoinette was saying, "I love Dollar Tree." Lonnie was saying those Dollar Tree tests work. Yes, they do. They work very, very good.
They sure do.
Lonnie had also put, Marjorie just posted a meme that said the first 40 years of childhood is hard. No shit. I'm barely growing up too. You know what I'm saying? So, you gotta always grow up, but stay young. You know what I mean? So, what about on your side, Dusty?
What?
Oh, I was gonna say if you, I thought you had a comment or something on your side of things there, but
on what?
Oh no, on just your thing. I thought you were gonna say something.
Oh no.
So shout out to everyone that's in here. Hi, Love Girl. Hi, Mikai. How are you guys? Again, this is the Best Friend Show, episode 60. Me and Liana are talking about our, the formulations of meeting up here on Kumu, and then having a baby together. Simple as that. Have a baby by me, baby. Be a chameleonaire, right? Bessie doesn't like it when I say that, though. No. She gets kind of cringed out.
Should we show when you tried that video when you announced to your family?
Do we have that video on deck?
The one that Marjorie recorded? I think I do somewhere.
I don't know if Marjorie's still here, but shout out to her. She was able to videotape an announcement, the very first announcement that I had done, which we didn't really make public yet, but yeah, let's see if Bestie has a video, if she could pull it up.
Oh, yep, I got it.
Antoinette's like, I want to see. And this was the first time also that Liana met my family.
Yeah, so I felt hell out. I was like, dude, this is crazy. Like, we're really going to tell them right now?
Let me set the scene. This is my my auntie's 80th birthday party. They do not know who Liana is. They do not even know that this person is my girlfriend. To be quite truthful, the last time my family seen me with somebody, I was actually with somebody else. So it's been a long time since I seen my family. So all of a sudden to show up at the birthday party with this lady that nobody knows, this is what I did. Check it out. Oh, audio, Bestie. You might have.
Oh, there's no audio? There's no audio?
Yeah, you might have to replay, reload it.
Let me see.
Look at Bestie hella mad at me in that footage.
Let me see. Let me reshare. Oh yeah, I totally forgot to.
So again, this was done at my auntie's 80th birthday.
Let's see. Let's see if it'll play. Can you hear it?
Nope.
Dang. I wonder why. Let me try it with Google Chrome.
And I didn't ask Marjorie to record that, so that was actually cool that she just did that. I just wanted to tell my my aunts and uncles, to give them a reason. I'm like, oh, cool, and very good.
Let's see.
And also to let them know, like, I'm out of here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm moving. I'm gonna be another East Side San Jose person that lives in Elk Grove. You know what I mean?
Can you see it now? Okay.
Yes.
Let's see.
Everybody, calm down 1 second.
Yes.
Oh, you can hear it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody, calm down 1 second. Me and Liana is having a baby February 17th. Another Sarah in the family. Yes. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yes. Again, February 17th. Michael Jordan's birthday.
No way.
So yeah, again, my family did not know who this lady was that was with me. And I was like, I'm having a baby with her. What's up? Holler at me. Get at me. That's how you do it. You know
Yeah, I felt so uncomfortable. I was like, oh God.
Yeah, so yeah, what was your feeling, Bessie, as I made that announcement?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I definitely felt uncomfortable because I'm like, this is your freaking almost your entire family was there on your dad's side. I don't know them. I've met them for 15 minutes, and then you're announcing that we're having a baby together.
And then I went back to go eating calamari. I was like, I'll be back, man. All right? Go make me a plate.
Yeah. So. But at least there was people there that I had already met, like Marjorie and Jason. So I think if it was, and Joe Boss, if they weren't there or I didn't know anybody at all, I probably would have felt even more uncomfortable. Especially when you would leave me alone to go smoke. So I'm like, well, if I didn't know anybody, I would just be sitting there. I don't know.
I had a lot of that was a little like whew,
Fatima
what
put
I mean?
mic drop for sure.
Well, I was kind of happy to share amongst my loved ones what we're going through and all that stuff. But again, I did have that feeling of they don't know who this woman is. You know what I mean? They don't know who this woman is, and I'm showing up to the vet on some like, yo, man, having a kid, man. All right, I'll see you guys. I don't know when, but I'm out. Like so. I'm known for showing up and. I'm known for showing up and just like, all right, man, let me rock the party, and then we'll get up out of your face. You know what I mean? So again,
hella awkward.
a little awkward, but then my family was really nice to Liana. My cousins who I truly care for. I'm the only child out of all the cousins. So like those cousins are really my brothers and sisters. Jason and Jeffrey, those are my closest brothers, along with my older cousin Ryan. We don't call each other Manong or Kuya or anything like that in our family. You know what I mean? It's just always like, yo, my cousin Ryan and Cheryl and them, they run the show. This is the stuff, So I'm glad that I at least got to see my cousins in person, talking about like, yo, Ryan, I'm having a kid. Cheryl, I'm having a kid. You know what I mean? Because those are my true brothers and sisters. So again, even though I'm not out here calling Ryan my kuya, at least, I got to see my brother. I got to see, I don't call Jeffrey my adding, but like I do, I actually do, for that because, he's the only one that says like some Filipino shit in our family. That's why we joke around like that. But to be able to tell my brother, he's not my little brother, but to tell my brother Jeff, like, this is what it is. I'm happy, and we got to share the baby names. If it happens to be a girl, I want to go with Rebel Blade. If it happens to be a boy,
Hey, Gabrielle.
Liana wants to go with Damien. I wanted the middle name to be Wolf. So I don't know if it's the Wolf with an E or if it's just straight up Wolf. You know what I mean? So it's either going to be Damien or Rebel. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted Rebel Blade. Liana threw around Rebel Fox. But I really wanted Rebel Blade because we were watching Marvel's Blade with Wesley Snipes. And Liana was like, you want to name our kid after Blade? Wesley Snipes? I was like, hell yeah, why not? But
I mean, I guess I can't really be too upset because the way that I got Damien was because when I first got pregnant, I was watching The Omen, and he calls me. He was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I just got done watching The Omen." And then he was like, "I forgot what you had said." And then I had first joked around about like, "Well, Damien's a nice name." And he's like, "No, you want to name the baby after a demon?" I'm like, "The Antichrist."
Yeah, she corrected me. She's like, the son of Lucifer.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And my mom.
I'm like, he's not just a demon.
And my mom. Hi, Sleep. By the way, how are you, Sleep? My mom is very Catholic. I'm Catholic too. You know what I'm saying? I got my rosary.
I have a rosary tattoo. I am technically Catholic, but I don't.
No, besties with the dark forces, okay? Because she said, I want to name my son Damien. I said, fine. You know what I mean? And I said, okay, well, I want to name my daughter Rebel. And she's like, I'm okay with that. And she's like, Blade, let's think about that. I was like, it's Wesley Snipes, bestie. You know what I'm saying? It's Wesley Snipes. And then she's like...
You don't hear me. I love Wesley Snipes, but you don't hear me try to name them like Wesley Snipes characters. Although some of them,
Sydney from White Men Can't Jump.
Oh gosh, or Noxzema Jackson from Tu Wong Fu.
Oh my god. One of your favorite movies, by the way?
Yes. Yes, that is my favorite movie, or one of my favorite movies. So what it would be? God. It would be Rebel Noxzema.
I'm just saying, Rebel Blade is just, like a cool name. Damian Wolf is also a cool name. So, um, we don't know. We'll see what happens, actually, right, Bestie? We're going to see what happens. People have been asking me and Bestie, are we doing a gender reveal? Right now, Bestie, please tell them your thoughts on gender reveals and all that stuff.
No, I never really been a fan of gender reveals.
Same.
I don't know. And like it was funny because like when I joked around when one of my closest circles, like one of my best friends was having a baby, and they were talking about like, oh, what they would do for their gender reveals, and I'm not gonna have one. And I was like, the only gender reveal, I was like, the gender reveal that I would do is if this was like obviously before Kumu. So I was like, well, I would just Facebook Live it like during the delivery, and that would be the gender reveal. You'd watch it coming out of me. So they're like, ew. And I'm like, yeah, exactly. Like if you ever get a gender reveal out of me, it's going to be that. So
would you go Facebook Live?
I might, like, I don't care. Like, I'm not,
Wow.
I'm not going to see it on my end.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like I'm all in there with the ring light and I'm like, hey, what's up, guys? Look at the head. Look at his head. Hey, yo, look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's crowning. Check it out.
I don't like the pink blue thing. Like I mean, it's cool, I guess, but I mean, because people are like, well, how do we know what to get them? I'm like, you could buy gender neutral colors, especially when they're a newborn. Like, who cares? Like, are you really going to see them anyways? Like,
I want my, like when you talked about pink and blue and all that stuff, right? I feel also the same way, but like I wouldn't mind having my Damien dripped out in pink, looking like Killer Cam, right? Give him a little pink phone and shit.
yeah, like it doesn't bother me like if people like once they find out the gender they buy them pink or blue stuff. It's just I don't want that to be the main focus. And yeah, because like when I growing up, like pink was obviously forced on me and I hated it, and so I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to force them. Like, yeah, they could still be girly and not like pink or whatever. Yep. So it's like, I don't know. I just didn't want to force those colors, even though I wouldn't mind receiving pink or blue, if it's a boy or a girl.
I honestly want just some black, gray, and white stuff.
Yeah, like when I started the registry, like all the onesies, they're black, gray, white. I love black onesies, so
yes,
I put in quite a bit of black onesies into the registry. So yeah, I started the registry not too long ago.
If you guys are just joining us, me and Leon are talking about meeting here on Kumu, and then all of a sudden having a baby together now. And now we're talking about our registry, guys. You know what I mean? So again, shout out to you guys. Y'all don't love this app as much as we love this app. You know what I mean? Me and Liana are the first North American Kumu users to not know each other and to have a baby. The first North American Kumu baby.
Is that Gabrielle Worlds in your stream?
Yes, that is Gabrielle.
Are you going to be going to KumuCon?
Are you going to KumuCon, Gab? What's that? I'd love to meet all these folks. You know what I mean? Biggie to the X is in the building.
Hey, Biggie.
What's good?
But yeah, we already chose godparents for the baby. We're not done, actually.
Yes, a lot of people have been hitting us. I'm like, hey, can we be the godparent? Can we be blah blah blah?
Yeah.
Slots are filling up, guys. There's a $300 donation to get a slot. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys, we will take all these applications. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We've already asked a few, but we're not done asking people yet.
Yes, yes. You know, so Gabrielle though was saying, no, sorry, too busy with the new business, so we're not going to be
Darn.
seeing.
Well, maybe next time. Maybe we'll be able to meet up eventually.
Yes.
But what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, we wanted to start asking people early about, if they would be a godparent, especially since some of the people we're asking are in the Philippines. So, yeah. Actually, one of them who we asked that's in the Philippines might actually be here for the baptism. So that'll be kind of exciting if COVID allows. Yeah. So that's why we wanted to start telling people early. So if people really wanted to be here, they have time to plan traveling here.
And not only that, but like.
Thank you so much, Gabrielle.
Serious candidates. Serious candidates only.
I mean, can we mention some of them?
I don't know if we want to do that. Why you want to, huh? You're like, ooh, I want to reveal.
Well, no. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't see the big deal. Like, obviously, because we said we're not done picking them out, so obviously we don't have to say all of them. Do we have any godparents in your stream right now?
I don't know. Press 1. Who's in here? I want to see who's in here. Okay, Brooke's here. Av is here. Antoinette is here. Who else is in the building? I mean, there's 14,000 viewers, guys. There has to be at least more than. Christian is back in. What's up, Christian? Christian wants to apply. He put 1. I'm here, dog. So we out here, dog. Addie is here. ¿Cómo está? How are you? Welcome to the Best Friend Show, episode 60. Bessie, go ahead and name some names off then. What's up?
Well, I mean, one that's currently in there is Brooke. We asked Brooke to be Ninang.
Hey.
Yeah.
Brooke! Oh, Christian put, I thought I heard press 1 if you want my shirt off. This dude. You know what I mean?
But yeah, that's one of them. Brooke is one of them.
Oh my goodness. And there's Brooke with the raising your hand. Shout out to Christian Pacheco. Shout out to Av right now. They're working on their Kumu and Chill track. You know what I mean?
Hey, so. Kid Flip. Speaking of another godparent, we also asked Kid Flip to be Ninong to our baby.
Kid Flip.
Yeah, he's in my stream right now.
How are you, boss? I hope everything's good with you. You know what I mean? So again, we're not done with the selection process and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so.
we haven't been able to ask everybody yet. That's on our list.
And some of these people we might want to ask in person too. So like we're.
Well, yeah, that's why. I mean, we're not going to announce every single person.
Julius,
ones that already know.
In the house. Hi, Julius.
Hey, Julius. How are you? Are you coming to KumuCon?
Avis said we're working on the remix too. Oh man, I'd love to be on a remix with y'all, man. That's awesome.
Nothing much, Kid Flip. We're just talking about baby. And
yeah, we're talking about if you guys really love this app, make a baby. You feel me? Like us. We love this app so much we went and had a baby. You feel me? A Kumu baby. The first 2 separate North American people that do not know each other from 10 years ago to all of a sudden having a child. It's called content creating, guys. Step it up. You know what I mean? Step up your live streams by having a baby, a kid. You feel me? Step it up. You feel me? Step it up.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and I remember when I first got on Kumu, there had been a few people joking around about having a Kumu baby.
Yep.
I didn't even think that I would have a Kumu baby.
Yeah, you said that we're going to bring the ring light into the delivery room, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to put the ring light right on top of the...
Kid Flip said, I've searched a little, still trying.
Brooke Review said, "Don't pressure me, Dad. If anybody is not pressuring you to have a kid, it's going to be me. So please do not have a kid." No, I want people to. I encourage reproduction. Then again, not all people should reproduce too. You know what I'm saying? So, I have that state of mind as well too.
I mean, can we even really say anything? It's not like we planned this.
What do you mean?
We didn't plan on getting pregnant.
Bestie jokes around. This is an inside joke between me and Bestie. But what's your inside joke, Bestie?
My inside joke is that I've been planning this all along.
Since the day I met you, right? Since the very first day I shook your hand, right?
The day I got on Kumu, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get pregnant
by the cheese guy, right?
I'm gonna get pregnant by the cheese guy.
The first time you saw me eating cheese, you were like, I need to get pregnant by the mozzarella man.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
See? Look
at that. And I would.
By the way, we're being sarcastic here, but I'm just saying, Bestie knew from the first time she saw me eating cheese, she wanted to have a baby by me, baby. Right?
I would joke around saying like, oh yeah, like I wrote it in my journal, my diary. I all my plots and schemes to get pregnant by the cheese guy.
Liana had told me a year ago. What's up, Christian? How are you? Christian Wild Thought in the building.
Hey, Christian.
Liana joked around about how her and Antoinette wanted to send me cheese.
Yes.
To my work, because I had a cheese stream. I was doing, I want to do a cheese stream. She's like, let's send him some cheese. Bestie, if you had sent me some cheese, you probably would have gotten pregnant earlier than expected. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to you for thinking. Shout out to you for planning this. You've been planning this since the very beginning. Again, guys, none of this is planned. None of this was. This pregnancy wasn't planned either. This really took us by surprise. Bestie, like what Bestie said earlier, we were having fun. We were having fun, and the fun never stopped, but the fun got serious too, so it is crazy. We are having a baby, and I'm super excited.
Kid Flip put, I still would have supported that too with a cheese emoji. And then he said, it's all freestyle.
Antoinette was saying that she did remember the cheese stream about, me talking about, my love for cheese and all that stuff.
And, we said that we were going to do a cheese stream together, me, you, and Antoinette.
Which we haven't done yet, which we have to set up. Yeah. We have to do a stream of us. Actually in Vegas, that might be a good 30-minute stream. We could get a cheese tray somewhere. Yeah. You know what I mean? And pick up some cheese. Or you know what? Maybe pick up some cheese before we go up there. Get a little ice pack. Bring some cheese. Says,
I want to join that. Or we could go over there and maybe we could find some local cheeses.
Nice. Yes.
They might have some local cheeses in Vegas. I don't know.
So yeah, I mean.
Although California is a cheese state, a big cheese state.
Well, Lonnie has also talked about, doing her cheese board too. So we'll combine all our cheeses. We'll have a cheese platter. You know what I mean? So, Av, get ready to eat some cheese, man. I don't know if you want to eat some cheese.
Cheese excites me too.
Brie, crackers, almonds.
See, I can't. See, that's the thing. Like, I have to be careful with the cheese. It has to be pasteurized.
Okay, well, we'll get the good cheese. We'll get the good cheese for you. So again, guys, this is episode 60, the big 60 of the Best Friend Show. It only took 60 episodes for us to. Well, no, it wasn't all 60 episodes. We're like, doing it.
Mm-hmm. No.
Right. So hey, 60th episode. This is a milestone episode. This is the first time that me and Liana is actually acknowledging each other's relationship. It's funny when I was doing a 9 square the other day. I haven't done that in a minute, but I have to do these 9 square, or I have to do these hours in. So it was all of a sudden weird for Bestie to come up on my live stream where it's like, dude,
That's why I didn't want to come up at first. I was like, oh, this is kind of weird, isn't it?
yeah, it's like, dude, that's my girlfriend, like, hey, that's why, and maybe I could have been a little bit more romantic. I'll admit this. Maybe I could have been a little bit more romantic with the way I asked Bestie to be my lady or whatever. But I was like, hey, you're my girlfriend now. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, hey, this is where we're at. She's like, yeah, and I think even for Bestie, it's weird to like. Is it that's weird for you to acknowledge that I'm your boyfriend?
A little bit. I mean, the way that I don't know if we want to get into details and the timeline when we made it official. Like,
Right.
I don't know. But Kid Flip said to achieve. Oh, Kid Flip put to conceive the achievement.
Conceive the achievement, huh?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
It's kind of weird for you, but like, yeah.
Well, and it was funny, like with my parents when then they had a family gathering to celebrate, me being pregnant or whatever. I was with my dad's side of the family, and my parents were there, and like, I think I'm not sure who was it my mom, where she was like, "Is he your boyfriend?" Oh no!
So
I
when
think
you said it, did you say it that way too? She's like,
no, actually, I think it was my dad that asked me, like, "Is that your boyfriend?" And then my mom's like, "Of course that's her boyfriend. Like, they're having a kid together." He was like, "Well, I don't know. It's Liana. Like, that could be just her boy toy." And I just started laughing.
Oh man! So your dad was like, "Oh, that's another one of Liana's boy toys."
Yeah, I guess he was like,
See?
"Well, I just wanted to make sure."
You wanted to make sure.
Yeah, because my mom's like, "Of course they're boyfriend girlfriend. They had a kid. They have a kid together." And my dad was like, "But it's Liana. Like, that could be just her boy toy."
They'd be like, "Oh shit!" Like, it's funny. They'd be like, "Oh, dude, you're having a baby, dude." And a lot of my other friends who's not on Kumu, they're not on Kumu. They're like, "Dude, that's your co-host, right?" That's the number one reaction that I get is, "That's your co-host, right?" I was like, "Yeah, it's my co-host, man. That's my bestie." And they're like,
Same.
"Yeah, you guys are just friends, though." And I'm like, "Not just friends, but yeah." He's like, "No, I saw a couple clips. You guys were saying you guys were just friends." And I'm just like, "Yeah." So it is funny to have that type of reaction from people outside of the app, where they're like, "Wait, you're pregnant with that dude that you do your podcast with?" And Bessie's like, "Yeah."
No, like no. So whenever I would tell my friends that I was pregnant, they're like, "Is it the guy that you stream with, your best friend?" Like, they all automatically assumed that it was with you. They're like, "Oh, I knew it," and I was like, "Okay, sure."
Yeah,
oh wait,
right.
Kid Flip put, "Ron, did you finally get to speak Tagalog to Tatay and Selmo?"
Yes, and I actually think that they appreciate the fact that I know how to speak. I believe Liana was listening to the Hub 408 one time, and this is, I think you guys might have been on a trip somewhere or something like that. But
yeah, that was my cousin's wedding. They
your
didn't
mom
know I was pregnant yet.
And your mom recognized me even speaking in Tagalog, right?
Yeah, she recognized your voice.
Yeah, so I was just like, okay, I think I get a little bit of brownie points, Kid Flip, with being able to speak in Tagalog because, yeah.
Kid Flip put, "Oh, forgot to tell y'all about the reactions I got sharing the baby news with the Kumu Van City people, jaws dropped.
Oh, really?
I bet.
Well, and I'm so happy that people have been nice to us. Again, me and Liana are very private people. You know what I mean? Um, at the same time, we love talking to people. We love, like letting people know what's up. And again, a part of us is very, very private. So for us to see the amount of support, reactions, people have took their time out of their day to write something nice to us when we
Yeah.
had done our announcement. But shout out to everyone that wrote congrats, even, or like we really like appreciate that. If some people had actually took the time to write that stuff, we appreciate those people too, because they didn't have to do that. A like is enough. Let alone congrats and all these nice words that we get from Liana's friends and from my friends too, her family, my side of the family as well. Like we really, really appreciate that, and we didn't think that the response would you know be that warm and loving. So it's cool to see other people also say, we knew it, we were excited, that maybe there would even be a possibility that you guys get together. And it's kind of weird how a lot of people that didn't think that we were together or whatever would even tell Liana, like, hey, I think you guys actually make a cute couple. And I never really thought of things like that, you know what I mean? But there was this one moment, and this is a private moment, but um, it was the first time I think both me and Liana were in the mirror together. You know what I mean? Like I think we might have been getting ready to go somewhere, like just dip out real quick. So she was in there, like fixing her hair real quick. I just went in there to get a Q-tip, and then I just caught us in the mirror real quick, and I'm just like, oh wait, hold on, look at this picture real quick. You know what I mean? And we just both kind of laughed because, we don't see each other in that type of way unless we're in our private moments together. So for us to share this with the world, we're happy. What about you, Best? Were you happy to share this news finally with everybody as well?
Wait, hold on. So Kid Flip said they were kind of confused. I thought they were just best friends, is what they had said. And then Kid Flip said, but super happy after I assured I wasn't kidding.
Again,
The yang to each other's yang. Hey, Dougie, Big Loaf.
Hey, Dougie, how are you? Fatima Music, shout out to her. She's in my stream right now. She put, I agree. Y'all are hella cute.
Wait, who said
that? Fatima. Shout out to Fatima. Again, Fatima, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I know Fatima's over here jumping from she's probably jumping from besties to Facebook to Kumu and all that.
Miss you too, Dougie.
Shout out to her. Shout out to my man, the Baron, Dougie. You know what I mean? Dougie probably didn't know, what was going on. He probably just thought that Ron and Leon are best friends. Best friends that do things. You know what I mean?
Dougie knows. He saw Ron's announcement on Facebook the other day.
Yes, he did. Fatima, thank you so much for the congratulations. Right there, I really appreciate it.
Did you see this coming, Dougie? Did you think something was going on between me and him? You know who thought something was going on between us? Dougie says yes. Yeah, of course. Who
shall not be named, right?
What's that?
Who shall not be named? That one of those?
Yeah, I guess. Brother's instinct. That's what Dougie said. Yeah,
I mean, too. Dougie's seen my journey on here also. He's seen my journey on here too.
So I mean, I guess I really don't give a shit. So, like, even before Ron and I started anything, this guy would accuse me of having a relationship with him, and I'm like, okay, first of all, even if I was, who are you? Who are you? We're playing a role here. you and I are not serious. But
And there
I
really
guess
was nothing going on between me and Bestie at the time.
no, at that time nothing was going on, and even if there was, like, you are in no position to get mad or upset if there was something going on. Dougie says, haha, I remembered the toxic one, Leanna. Yes, he was very toxic. Oh my gosh. Yes, Kid Flip, exactly that. Ooh, Big Daddy, LOL. Yes. Yes. That was a nightmare.
And I was just like, dude, why is this dude I was like, because I was doing other stuff, Bestie, right? I was I was on my own. I was in my own world. You know, I was like, why is this dude accusing me? I was like, man, if this guy knew who I was really talking to, or whatever, he would probably stop, uh, treating Liana like that or whatever. Like, just assumptions. So yeah, that was not only was that toxic, but I mean, even at the time too. Even though we're doing the best friend show, you see sexual innuendo and all that stuff, dude. Look at the humor that me and Liana have. We had a satanic episode, for God's sakes. You know what I mean? We'll push the limits to the things that we can do here. So, well, yeah, of course we not only push the limits, we had a baby. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh wow! And then Dougie was like,
What's
and
up,
the
Dad?
she too. Yes, the toxic she one also. Dougie, he's been jumping on my stream drunk all the time. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one, not just like
and like he would tell people like we were together, and I was like, we're not together.
Remember that one episode of 7,000 Miles I had, which was how to break up with someone you're not even with, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That's one of those type of relationships, right?
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I didn't know we're together. Well, we can't be together, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Kid Flip said, how about the drawings? Oh my gosh, like that was crazy.
But I will say this though, like, even though that was going on around that time, like, again, even if
he
it
tried really hard though.
Even if it wasn't anything going on, just like what Liana said, it's nobody's business but me and Liana's. That's why we've been so private also with our shit, to get chismissed about is just something that people don't need to go through or whatever. Sometimes you set yourselves up to do something like that with the way that you go about with yourself, especially on an app like this where, I mean, let's face it, like mga chismosang mga tao dito sa Pilipinas and all over the world. They love gossip. We love drama. I do too. You know what I mean? Even though sometimes we're like, man, I'm not about drama and all that stuff. Everyone loves to watch a train wreck. You know what I mean? Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, people are going to be invested in that stuff because this person could be a friend of yours, or you support their stuff, you're a fan of theirs or whatever. So, when it comes to me and Liana's business, we've always been private about that. So, yeah, I'm glad the way that things turned out.
Well, and I'm pretty sure if the baby wasn't, if the baby wasn't around yet, like we probably would have still been private about it, right? Like
private about things, yeah.
Because I mean, the only reason why we came out, like obviously a baby is going to be hard to hide. And then with Kumukan coming along, like they're going to see my belly. I'm like starting to show. So like by Kumukan, I will definitely be showing. So
I told Bestie she should wear that thing that Cardi B wore when Cardi B was performing pregnant. That was the first time she came out and announced that she was pregnant. She came out like, hey, check it out. I'm like 6-7 months. And she had the most pregnant outfit on.
That was
and
crazy.
Twerking. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Kid Flip put all that BS may have contributed a little to you gravitating to each other.
Because we went through a lot with each other even before. I mean, that thing that Bestie went through, even though that was her own personal experience of dealing with somebody like that, I saw what she was going through. Nobody needs to be called 67 times in a row. That's sick. Guys, if you're calling a female 67 times in a row and she don't pick up and you continue after even the third or fourth phone call, there's something seriously wrong with you. You need to go get some help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You need to go get some help because that has nothing to do with your feelings toward that's something with you. You need to go and get your trauma fixed. You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
So,
Dougie put, Ako din, I've been chismis too. LOL, I'm babaero now.
yo, Dougie, same thing here. People, and this is pre-bestie, but like people would call me. They only started calling me Baba Ero was when they first saw me with somebody. You know, so it's like people don't want to see you be happy. You know what I mean? So that's why we're like, hey man, let's just keep our shit private, dude. Let's, you know, like, well, really, it's not even for anybody, not even for anybody on Kumu, but it's
Well,
just for
and
the
like,
privacy
I
of
mean,
us.
I didn't want to go public, but I think the baby kind of pushed us to go public. Like, I didn't want to be another one of the Kumu girls, so I'm like, fuck.
And see, that's something. See, think about that real quick. See, think about that real quick. Bestie knows what I've been through on here, and she's like, "Yo, I am not that." You know what I'm saying? And that's 100% factual true. She is not like anyone else that I've been associated with. The ones that I might have been associated with, it could have been for entertainment purposes, it could have been personal purposes or whatever. But they don't have what me and Bestie have. They don't have that love that we have for each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's a completely different relationship of having to meet somebody through a screen, video calls, staying up late, as opposed to somebody that you could actually tangibly feel in real life. You know what I mean? When Kid Flip is here, hey, maybe certain things set it off and all that stuff. It was that, and also maybe the formulations of early on. You know, when Bessie talks, when Bessie jokes around and says, it was my plan all along. You know what I mean? Hey, for me, it could have been just the smell of her hair that was just like, hey, you know, I gravitate towards that. Who knows? You know what I mean? But those things were planted early on, but we weren't banking on like, hey, let's get together. Again, I think the one thing that Bessie brought up earlier in the beginning of the show was we came up different to where we actually got to be homies first instead of let's link up and date for love, right? If me and like I don't know if Bestie would have, you know, that's a question that we could kind of ask each other. I've asked her a couple times and all that stuff, you know, and I'm just playing it rhetorically right now, but like, you know, if we had met the other way, like if I try to pick up on Bestie at the club, you know what I mean? Would she have gave me the time? You know what I mean? Because maybe at the time too, she's like, I ain't trying to fuck with no Filipino dudes. You know what I mean? Again, I am Bestie's first lumpia since '98, right?
Dougie put, Ron is very supportive and encouraging to everyone. Getting positive comments from Ron with my journey here on Kumu was something that I valued. That was from Dougie. Beak Loaf. I love Beak Loaf. I've missed
Man,
you.
thank you, Dougie. That's so sweet, man. That's
crazy. We met strangers on here. Now I'm lucky enough to be considered family by you. Yeah, like for sure. Like
man.
I feel the same way. Like Dougie's my family, Kid Flip's my family. I'm truly grateful for this app because yeah, like I mean, I've grown closer to you guys than some of my friends and family here.
In real life, yeah.
Yeah. So
you know, when I hear words like that from Dougie, I don't need a fucking bronze badge or a blue check or a high level mango to fucking validate myself. Validation, like Dougie's words right there, that's like looking in the mirror. That's why I don't want to cry and all that shit, but sometimes words like that get me fucking emotional because it's like I work so hard for this fucking app, and sometimes I feel like you get your back turned and all that stuff. So to see other users show me love like that, it's You know, it's a lot. It's a lot, man. So I really, really appreciate that. See, I don't want to fucking start cracking and all that shit. Dougie, you motherfucker, dude, I'm going to start cracking. But I'm just saying, like, I get really emotional and all that stuff because, man, those are really, really nice words, you know, to hear from people that, like, you care about. You know, I love seeing Dougie stream. I love seeing his open mic stuff. You know, I like going in there and he makes me feel at home by asking me to come up and introducing me and having people sing for me because he knows how much I care about this app and I care about like the people that enter it and all that stuff. So thank you so much, Dougie. I really do appreciate you.
Dougie says, much love to you, brother. And Kid Flip says, I love you guys so much. Love you too, Kid Flip.
I looking at you guys right now, baby. I get emotional.
I miss you, Dougie.
I get emotional these last couple of weeks, man. So y'all motherfuckers.
I've been wanting to get Dougie on Elite X, but I was too scared. I was like, I don't know if he really wants to. He's already doing big on his own.
Man, you know, I've been wanting that for a long time too. That's a Baron though, man. That's the Baron. You know what I mean?
He's a beast on his own now. Hey, Lonnie.
Oh man, thank you so much, Lonnie. I love you too, man. You know that's so awesome that you know again to get love, you know, on this app is just like such an amazing thing. I never thought that I would get love in the form of having a baby on this app, having to find a great partner, but also you know with you guys showing support and love to Liana. You know when people are telling me congratulations, Ron, I'm like, yo, congratulate Liana. You know what I mean? Because I mean I helped. You know what I'm saying? I helped. You feel me? But she's the one that's doing the, you know, she's the one carrying the baby. She's the one that's going to be, you know, pushing this baby into this world. So please congratulate her, man, because when you guys congratulate her, it means way more much to me than when you guys say congratulations to me. Of course, congrats to me, too. I give myself a pat on the back, but please congratulate Liana because, again, I didn't think that, you know, I would be, you know, falling in love like for real. And now I got two people that I'm like so much in love with, you know, in my life right now. And that's Baby X and, you know, my bestie here. And yes, you know what I mean? We still call each other bestie. We don't call each other baby. We call each other bestie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I might slip once in a while and call her babe and all that shit, but she don't, hindi niya ako sinisita, you know? Because she doesn't like that, you know. She doesn't like being called baby, you know. She, you know, or, you know, the pet names and all that stuff, you know. So like, you know, that's my bestie right there. You know, I truly, truly love her. You know what I'm saying? So
Lonnie
it's weird
says,
to say that, bestie. It's weird to say I love you on screen.
Is it?
Yeah, look at is it with the hair comb?
No, Lonnie was saying, I'm so excited for y'all. And then she laughed at you saying he helped.
I did.
And then Lonnie's like, I love that so much better, besties. I like besties better too, just because that's something personal between us, me and you.
Yes.
It's like the reason why I don't go with babe or baby, because I feel like that's so generic, because that's what you've called pretty much everyone that you've been in a relationship with. And that's the reason why I never did that with anybody. I like to be more personal about it.
I just got used to calling bestie best, you know, either bestie, best, Bessie, you know what I mean? But yeah, you know, she still calls me Kuya Ron every once in a while.
Lonnie says, that's also such a beautiful way to start. Not everyone has that. Yeah, that's true.
You know, this is my my younger sister. I'm her Kuya. You know,
I don't think she was talking about the Kuya thing.
Oh,
she was talking about the bestie thing. Sicko.
Remember how there was that one clip? They're like, "Ew."
Oh man, that was hella funny. Like
that one clip of like, "Oh, you're like, yeah."
Wait, Joe Boss. Joe Boss was like, "Wait, you call Kuya Ron?"
I was like, "Yeah."
That was funny. We were already messing around at that point, and I did that to throw people off because I knew people were like, you know, they're like, wait, I think something's going on between you two.
Yeah, and we don't want people in our. It's like.
And then I was like, oh yeah, that was Kuya Ron. Hey, what's up, Kuya Ron? But people are like, wait, what? But I was calling you Kuya in the beginning, though.
Yes. In the beginning of us doing it, you were calling me Kuya.
Yeah. But I guess that should have been kind of a
Think
hint
about
for
that
people.
for a second, guys. Think about that for a second, huh? Right? In the beginning of us doing it, Bestie was still calling me Kuya Ron.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Kuya Ron?
And that should have been
hi.
a hint where the Kuya Ron slowly started stopping and it became more Bestie.
Yes.
But that's why I was like, hey, I should say Kuya Ron because I haven't said it in a while. And that'll throw people off.
Yes, yes. Hi, Levi. Thank you,
Because it
Franz,
was
for
a
the
secret
Polanca
at
bio,
first.
too.
Yes.
Thank you so much. You know what I mean? But yeah, again,
Kissing Kuya's
I know, and a lot of people are like, ew, you call Kuya Ron Kuya? And you're like, yeah, he's older than me. So yeah, a bestie also had joked around one time about the only time you speak Tagalog is in bed, right?
Yeah.
So that's all I gotta say about that. Liana understands Tagalog 100%. She could understand that shit fluently and all that stuff. And guess what? She could speak fluently in bed. You feel me? That's all I gotta say about that. Okay. Well, and you joked around. You joked around and you said that publicly, Bessie. That's all
I did. I think I've said it on Claptrap or maybe the newbie stream. I don't know. Someone was complaining about me speaking English, and I was like, "Sorry, if you want to hear me," I was like, "Sorry, I only speak Tagalog in bed." So, and you know, and there was a lightweight truth to that, but they didn't know. Like I was just joking to them, but there was some lightweight truth in that.
And I'll tell you this: there's nothing finer than a Bay Area born Pinay speaking fluent Tagalog in bed, because that's the only time I've heard and you know what's weird too? This is my first relationship where I'm talking to a Filipino American. Like, I don't have to talk to Bessie in fucking Tagalog, right? But I do, right, Bessie? And I would have never thought I'd be that Pinoy of like, oh, ano, kumain ka na? Kakain na tayo? What's up? You know, like, yeah, let's go eat. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm like, why the fuck am I talking to you in Tagalog for? Wait, you know what I'm saying? So, like, the fact that she doesn't make fun of me for that, too. But I will say this. Bessie be slipping nowadays. I hear it on the Kumari hood, certain words. I'm like, Bestie, I heard a little, you know what I mean? It's like, fuck, dude. She's like, oh man, I'm fucking mixing up, Tagalog words now, and she'll mix up like say English words, but it'll have a Tagalog accent and stuff. So it's hella funny to see Bessie like fucking her evolution of speaking Tagalog and stuff. She's actually spoke Tagalog on some streams, but they were more for was it like a challenge, right? You had to do some challenges.
Yeah, and they were like spicy Tagalog too.
Yeah, exactly.
Lana says because she understands code switching. Well, no, and remember like the early episode. I think it was the second episode of the Best Friend Show when Eugene and Brooke were co-hosting. That was the first time you heard me speak Tagalog.
And that was a trip. I was just like, what? I was like, that sounds natural. Why don't you,
Well, not really, because like I stuttered because I was like, ooh, what can I use for kep? Because it was like, obviously I couldn't say that. And then I was like, what should I say? Because at that time, we're still new. I was still new to Kumu. So I was like, ooh, what word can I use in place of that? So, yeah, I went with clam.
Well, you did an amazing job, just going through those challenges and, doing that on the Best Friend Show. Wow, episode 2 now that I think about it. So, yeah, it's kind of cool how the evolution of you speaking Tagalog and all that stuff. And the little things that we shared, like, look, Wow, we have. It seems like we have a lot more content to talk about now. The fact that we're kind of open about stuff. But look,
Yeah.
I don't think nothing changes with the content. You're still gonna get the same Liana, the same Ron that you guys are getting. I hope you guys still continue to support us. I know some people don't like seeing couples together and
Yeah.
stuff like that. There's a lot of people that are very much like that they don't like seeing that. So I hope you guys support us because when people find love on Kubo, it's a beautiful thing. I'm not the only one.
Or maybe they won't support us being a couple because they might have liked one of us at one point.
That too, and I will say, there's been some people, from my past that I might have had dealings with and all that stuff that have told me congratulations that they're happy for me, and that just shows that they're a cool person, that they're a cool person that they're supportive. So, again, I'm one of those people that don't get jealous. Hi, Av, again. I'm one of those people that don't get jealous if you happen to have a crush on Liana or if you think she's fine. Like, shit, if you think it's fine, if you think she's fine, support her. You know what I mean? If you have a crush on her, support her. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, I wasn't the only one that had crushes on Liana. I mean, we were talking about the person drawing paintings of you, and stuff like that. So that type of stuff doesn't bother me.
Thanks, Lonnie.
And if people were to even have a crush on my girl right now, that's not gonna bother me. You know what I mean? Because I understand who Liana is. You know what I mean? And I can say for myself too, that I kind of get off on that. I kind of get off on the fact that, hey man, you think my lady's hot? Cool, because I think my lady's hot too. We have good taste. You know what I mean? So please like my please like my girlfriend. Please support the things that she does, because without your guys' support, we don't do the things that we do on this app, and we don't be creative. And that's the one thing that me and Liana are very, very much like. Sometimes when we're putting things together and we'll look at other people's work, the one thing that Liana will tell me, she'll look at me, she'll be like, but they're not creative. They're not creative like us. They're not creative. And whenever she says things like that, it really, really pushes me to become a better live streamer through the product that we give you guys. So yeah, again, thank you for your guys' support. We hit our 2 hours though, bestie. Is there some stuff that you wanted to plug? I know we have a brand new show that we're trying to launch. So I'm actually kind of excited about that. Did you want to finally start talking about that right now?
Yeah, there's the Best Friend show, the Rock and Horror show. We're gonna start it sometime next month. I don't know. I feel like it would be a good time to start in October, especially with horror. That's the perfect month to premiere that. We're gonna be talking about horror movies from all over the world. Since the possible name for our baby is Damien, we're going to start our first episode off with The Omen. We're probably going to watch the old version, the original version from the 70s, and the one that came out was the early 2000s with, what's her name? Julia Stiles?
Yes. The great Julia Stiles from Save the Last Dance.
Yeah. Her best movie. Yeah. So we're going to be talking about, are we just going to be talking about the first one? Or are we going to go through the series in that just one episode? I mean,
let's get through one Damien at a time.
Yeah, I mean, we should just do the first Omens, the new and old, because I mean that alone is a lot already. Especially since I was watching this really good documentary on the Omen and the curse of the Omen, kind of like the Poltergeist movie. They said that movie and set was cursed. So yeah, I didn't know that the Omen had stuff like that going on as well. Mm-hmm. I think it's because that was before I was born, so I didn't really get. I mean, I've seen the movie many times. I just never went in depth with it, and I'm excited to do that, especially with all the other horror movies. The only thing that sucks though is that I really want to do that with Filipino horror movies, but they don't document as well. So That's the
You have to do the
unfortunate
homework on it.
thing. Yeah, and you really have to dig, and it's really hard to dig about anything Filipino. Like nobody likes to record shit. Like we're not good recording history and
Yes.
facts. So, but it'll still. We're gonna try our best to do some digging and see if we could find some good stuff. But yeah, and if not, like I mean, it's just fun to discuss. I love Filipino horror movies, even like the old, really bad
Yep.
special
Those are
effect
my
ones. Those,
favorite.
yeah, exactly. And no matter how cheesy or bad the quality of the movie is, like Filipino stories are scary. Like I feel like they're.
Fucking hell. If it's
It doesn't matter how you tell it. Like
nope.
they're scary.
Like if you watch a horror movie from 1987, that's fire right there. It's probably gonna be a fire ass like movie, like demonic movies. I love that shit. So by the time their quality started getting better in the early 2000s, like I remember the first time I watched Chanax, the 2000s version and stuff like that. I did not go to sleep, dude. That shit was so messed up. That shit was so messed up that like I would tell people, you guys are hella jocking all this Japanese, Korean horror movie. Y'all need to watch this Pinoy shit because it's hella scary.
I agree. And like the fact with all the monsters and creatures that we have in our own mythology alone, like I mean that is something that we should be going on. Like fuck all the Japanese and Korean like horror movies. It's our stuff that I feel like
is the scarier shit.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because I mean, if you watch, I mean, yeah, like the Japanese and the Korean ones are scary, but I don't think anything has scared me other than more than Filipino stories.
There's this one show, I forget, it might have been Supernatural or one of these American shows that actually highlighted the aswang, how there was like an aswang like in like,
I don't know if it was Supernatural or what was that
Grimm's Tales or something like that, right?
Yeah.
I think it was actually one of those.
Maybe there was maybe one or two. I think it might have been more than one that did. But yeah, like because I remember it was like the Grimm's brothers, right?
Yeah, it had something to do with like the aswang was in Portland, Oregon, or somewhere in the like, somewhere in the United States, to where like it's because of the origins of the family being Filipino and living. So I love that they brought it over here instead of it being over there. But they still went to the Philippines and did production out there in the Philippines, which was dope. They actually went out there and did the research. But that's what I mean by, just like what Bessie said, fuck all that. I mean, enough respect, because that stuff is good and scary too. But I'm just saying, fuck all that Japanese, Korean horror movie. Let's really fuck with the scary shit. Ain't nothing scarier than an old Filipina beauty queen actress from back in the day all of a sudden transform into a scary white lady. You know what I'm saying? Nothing scarier than that. So yeah, hopefully you guys all agree with us and love the content that we're going to be putting out through the Best Friend Show Rock and Horror Show. And we're also going to be talking about rock music to go along with the the horror. It might be related to the horror movie, it might not, or might be inspired by, but me and Bessie are big rock fans. Actually, I've been saying this a lot, but when we are together, we don't listen to rap music, we don't listen to that type of stuff. We listen to a lot of heavy metal and all that stuff. So we're going to be reviewing some music. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, and what's that called? And like with horror, like it doesn't have to be just movies. We could talk about shows. We could talk about books and stories.
Yes.
Video games.
Yes.
So I love horror video games. So yeah, anything horror. It's not just movies. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And then hopefully eventually down the line we'll start our Elite X channel.
Yes. So on the Elite X channel, we're basically, it's all going to be OBS programming. Anytime you turn on the Elite X channel, there's going to be something for you to watch And it may not necessarily be OBS like this, where we're talking to you guys.
Mhm.
We might be talking and all that stuff, but we're actually going to be running actually produced videos, clips on here. So, for example, if Leilani or Antoinette down below wanted to do a demo, a cheese demo or whatever, they could film it off of Kumu and we'll produce it and make it look cool and all that stuff. You could do it actually yourself. All you're doing is setting the camera up and doing what you would do on Kumu, but then we're just going to play it live on there so we can do all the little
And
extra
on multiple
edits
platforms.
and multiple platforms and extra edits and all that we can do. So there's just so much cool stuff that you're going to see, whether it's Elite X commercials promoting our gear, promoting other people's shows, but we're also willing to work with other folks too. So like
Mhm.
I seen DJ Adequate just came in the building. What if DJ Adequate had a commercial that he wanted to run for his shit? Just because he's not Elite X doesn't mean that we won't run his commercial. So like if Adequate was like, hey, can I get a 30-second spot on your Elite X channel? You know what I mean? We'll run it. We'll keep running it like how they run commercials. So for example, if we're doing Elite X TV where we're showing music videos, we'll play 3 videos in a row, take a station identification break, which means we'll, let you know what other shows are going on the channel, other commercials and all that stuff. And you won't be hearing our voice. These are all just videos that's going to be running. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a cool thing, and we want to get other people involved. So if you happen to not be in the Elite X, and you want to do a Elite X type show where like, hey, well, I kind of want to work with you guys and do something. We're willing to pay talent. You know what I mean? We are willing to pay talent to go do this. So like if Adequate was like, hey Ron, I actually want to do a show that talks about all the gangster movies from back in the day and all that stuff, and I'm like, yeah, let's work together on that. Come through and then we'll figure something out. So again, we're trying to make the Elite X channel not like anything that you see on Kumu. It's all going to be OBS.
It's not going to be like all the other team channels.
Team
like
channels
we really
either.
want this to be like a legit popular channel that people are going to want to watch. Yeah, like we said, with the Elite X merch and the dias that we earn on the team account, we want to share that with people. Obviously, we want to focus on our team members first. They get first priority. So if you want to earn some money, then you can pitch your show idea on the Elite X channel. And obviously, we're going to have to start off small since we are still growing and we haven't really kicked off with the merchandise just yet. But yeah, we want to be able to grow to make everyone a little bit of money. Yes. So, and like you said, you don't have to be an Elite X member to be on the Elite X channel. So, but it has to be Elite X quality content. So yes. It can't be like a thumb by stream. You're not going to get paid for that. We don't need a thumb by stream. It has to be actual content to be able to stream on our show, and it has to be on OBS because we are going to be we're going to be streaming on multiple platforms. We'll not only be on the Elite X Kumu account, we're going to be on Elite X YouTube, Elite X Twitch, Elite X Facebook. So yeah, I mean, we really want to expand our audience beyond Kumu, but this is our home base, so we still want to get these people on Kumu if we can. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we're not fucking around no more.
Nope. And I was going to say, you guys are going to be able to see new Elite X merchandise soon. I actually have some of the first samples actually are coming in this Friday. I'm actually kind of excited. I'm getting a sample test for the the original Elite X logo that you see, right above there. So if you enjoy the X-Men logo type thing that we got and you guys want to support us, we'll have those type of shirts. I'm actually this one's kind of cool, Bessie. I actually did a sample print of the Best Friends show shirt, you know what I mean? So I was able to get a mock-up done. So if it happens to be something that works out, you'll get some Best Friends show merchandise. But I was going to say, we are going to be at KumuCon though this year. The Kumari Hood.
Next month.
Yes, the Kumari Hood will definitely be in the building. Members of the Hub 408 will definitely be in the building along with everyone else in the Elite X. Shout out to our Elite X members. Shout out to our Post Up Gang members too. That family is going to be rolling with us pretty much that weekend as well. And we are Post Up Gang members too with me and Liana. Yeah. So I was going to say, if you love the Elite X, if you love the Kumari Hood merchandise will definitely be in the building. Elite X merchandise will definitely be in the building. We got a Las Vegas only Elite X t-shirt that we're just printing for Vegas. And it's a simple shirt too. You will not feel embarrassed to wear any Elite X merchandise. Again, even though you're not an Elite X.
Or if you don't even know what Kumu is.
Yeah, like you don't even have to know what Kumu is. You don't even, just think of Elite X as like
a brand.
A brand. You know what I mean? So please support our brand. You know what I mean? This is the reason why you guys support us is because of the podcast that me and Liana do, the podcast that Liana and the Kumari Hood does, and the podcast I do with the Hub 408, and also 7,000 Miles and all our other shows too. Best Friends show, whether it's the rock shows, whether it's the game shows, everything that we've done, not just us, but our other supporters too. So if you love JR, buy an Elite X shirt. If you love Joffrey and Waldo and SM Rumor, buy an Elite X shirt, because that just shows that we are doing a good thing here. So yeah, I can't wait for Las Vegas, and not only that, I can't wait for future episodes to do of the Best Friend Show now that everything is kind of out in the open between me and Bessie over here. You know what I mean? It's very, very cool to be able
Kid
to
Flip says, let me know when it drops. I want to buy everything we have.
I will. Let me show you.
Yeah, I feel like Elite X members should get first dibs if they want to.
Can I just show real quick? Okay, here's some of the merch that that we have here. You know what I mean? There's a Best Friend Show shirt. There's an Elite X shirt. There's an Elite X First Class shirt. You don't have to be in first class. It just shows that, like first class, like first edition. Unfadable Blades t-shirt here. Elite X Daymare print fanny pack along to go with the matching Elite X. Those are Elite. That says Elite X right here. The bucket hat, one of my favorite ones that's going to be coming out.
Yeah, the bucket hat's cool.
With the EX right there. You know what I'm saying, Kid Flip? So we got a whole bunch of gear for you that's going to be coming out. I mean, look at the mask, the Elite X mask. This is a live streaming bag, so you can put your V8, all your accessories and all that stuff.
Your mini ring light, your chargers.
Mini ring lights. This is an homage to Mobb Deep here. So look at the Unfadable Elite X, in its Marcy colors, Mobb Deep colors. Right there, like we got a whole bunch of stuff that we are planning on. This is one of my favorites right here, Kid Flip.
I like that one.
The wrestling one, the Unfadable Elite X. Showing love to the NWO, right there. This is another favorite one of mine. This is more of a hood shirt. It's the Elite X showing love to Menace to Society, right there.
I like that one.
This one here, Bessie, this one is a cool one. I actually like it in yellow and purple actually too. So this one here is the one I'm excited for. This is a Music Utopia tour short that we had. So you see it there with the purple and the white. If you go on the back though, it is the cover poster, a flyer of all the acts that performed for Elite X Utopia that evening. So
we should also do something with Kai's artwork that she did for.
Oh, definitely. I wanted to get her permission first because I already I wanted to use the artwork for a metal cup, the thermostat. You know what I mean? The thermos or whatever, thermos. So again, we have a whole bunch of stuff. This is a sticker, sticker packs and stuff like that. That you can put on your laptop and stuff. So, Kid Flip, we have a whole bunch of...
anyone can have their own Elite X brand or merchandise.
Exactly. So This is all just that was some of the general gear. But let's say Kid Flip wanted to have his own shirt. Not only do you yourself get all the proceeds off of that, but that's your design. That's your stuff. You know what I mean? That is your stuff. So we encourage, like, if the Hub 408, and we already have Hub 408 gear, but like if Joffrey though was like, hey, I want to do my own separate thing where I get to do my designs and get paid. If Leilani was like, hey, I want to do like a plant shirt, or accessories for plants and all that stuff. Hey, let's get it popping. Let's work together. We are giving people an opportunity to create an opportunity for themselves. So for example, the same site, actually I could sell my music digitally on there. If Kid Flip wanted to sell his music digitally through this site and picking up a t-shirt, you could do that all in one package. So stop thinking small, guys. The Elite X was what it was a year ago, 2 years ago, whatever that was. We're moving forward. So there's a reason why you're on this team. So I don't want to hear any more excuses of, hey, I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't know if I'm, whatever enough. No, you are good enough because you are Elite X. You are on this team. So let's come with it, guys. Let's come with it.
Lonnie says, in quotes, oops, I wet my plants shirt.
Dude, let's do it. Like, one of my favorite things here is, like, say this Elite X tote bag. You know what I mean? Where you get the both designs on the one thing. Let's have a plant bag. If people love your show. But this is the thing, though. Why am I going to buy a shirt? You buy the shirt because the person is a live streamer. So you got to be consistent with your product. Continue to live stream. Give them a reason why they would buy a Plantita shirt or a Kid Flip shirt. You have to give them a reason why. Not just because you're Kid Flip, or not just because I'm Ron, that you're going to buy an RON shirt. You're going to buy an RON shirt, though, because you're a fan of RON. You know what I mean? But if you happen to be, I just want an Elite X shirt, grab an Elite X shirt. Because I know, like me, I'm a collector. I'm going to want every single Elite X merchandise. We're trying to make Elite X the new Supreme, the new Stussy, the new Nike. If you aim big, you get big results. I don't want to be Ron, you still doing that thing with your little t-shirt company? I don't want to hear talk of little. You know what I mean? No, this is what we do. This is a brand. Look at all the people that are on Elite X. If you respect all the people that's on Elite X and the names that are on there, you think that Elite X brand sucks? You wouldn't want to wear it then? It's like, look at all the people that fuck with Elite X. You're going to want to fuck with some Elite X shit. You know what I mean? You're going to want to fuck with some Elite X shit. And this is just the first wave of merchandise. So I know Bessie is formulating in her mind, okay, how can we take this to the next level? She may not necessarily want to do a commodity hood shirt, but she might want to do an Elite X shirt in a Liana and Selmo style. You know what I mean? However that might be, whether it's an inside joke that gets turned into something. Just like what was the joke that Leilani said?
Oh, oops, I wet my plants.
If so many people are watching that show, why wouldn't you want to buy a sticker bag or a tote bag, or, you know what I mean? If you're watching the Kumari Hood every Monday, why wouldn't you not want a Kumari Hood windbreaker or something? You know what I'm saying? So, by the way, we have Kumari Hood windbreakers, a few left, right? And they'll be in Vegas. So if you guys want one, I'd definitely cop one.
Yeah, Kid Flip says, cannot wait. Elite X is always ahead of the curve. Yep, and we want to keep staying ahead of the curve. We've let
like if you really want to buy the stuff right now, Kid Flip, I could even just send you the link right now, and you can buy the shirts right now if you wanted to. Straight up, like the place is ready to go. I'm actually getting my sample shirts this Friday again. So like if you wanted, the actual site is live. It's just I'm changing a little things up so we can have more, because we might be moving the store around. So as of right now, the stash house where the product is at, this house is open. This trap house is open if you want to get some Elite X product. It's on right now. I wanted to fix it first and then launch it on Friday. But if you want it right now, we can give it to you. because we might be, working with Denny also. Denny's very much a t-shirt guy too with Archive Clothing, so we're all going to be working together. But as of right now, you can get yourself some stuff right now, Kid Flip. You know what I mean? Get your Elite X gear right now, because I'm definitely getting all the pieces that I'm making for myself too. You know what I mean? So like the bucket hat with the mask, you're gonna look like Drip God. You know what I mean? They'll be like, "Yo, what brand is that?" You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to say like, "Oh, it's my Kumu brand." Just be like, "Nah, this is Elite X." You know what I mean? This hip hop brand and shit. You ain't got to be like, "Ba ba ba." Or you could even tell them, "Hey, this is my brand actually." Like I encourage that. If Kid Flip orders some stuff, tell people this is my clothes. These are my brand. This is my brand. You know what I mean? I helped build this brand, right? You helped build it together. So come and support, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's funny how Bestie was making fun of somebody wearing, no, she goes, ew, you know how they wear bucket hats out there in the Philippines? Like the hip hop heads when they wear the bucket hats and all.
It's how they wear it that bothers me.
Yeah, it's how they wear it, right? So when I buy the bucket hat, hopefully Bestie likes the way I wear it.
I don't mind bucket hats, but there's a way to wear it. Like,
yeah,
there's a wrong way to wear certain things, a lot of things. So I just, ugh.
What about the guys that would talk like this to you, like this, right?
I don't talk to guys that do that. But Kid Flip said send the link. Damn it! I already forgot my train of thought.
Oh, my
fault.
So
fresh. Lonnie says, "Will Smith, is that you?" Dang, what was I gonna say? Fuck, I don't remember. I don't know, but yeah, like it's time. Like we've let a lot of shit slide, slip through our fingers, but yeah, no more fucking around, no more. We need to get this out. We need to get this going. We need our team to be more engaging. Yeah, and we definitely want to do more collabs. So, yeah, we encourage it. So the more collabs, the better. Yeah, we need to be out there in the community and get this thing going.
Definitely.
And I was just thinking of your stream yesterday about what Grub was saying about how we're not for the masses, and I was like, that's completely right. That's why we're Elite X. If they wanted something for the masses, you don't go to Elite X, because we have the elite content. If you go outside of Elite X, yeah, there are a few like great streamers. You'll find great content in other streamers, but the ones that aren't going to fuck with us is because they don't have the elite mentality. So, I mean, yeah, it makes sense. And that's why we're not for the masses.
When what Leon also is referring to, I was kind of going off because I said that, I just felt slighted that I wasn't involved in certain things here. That's why, I'm not going to get into that type of drama right now, because I've already spoke a lot yesterday when I shouldn't have been speaking crazy the way that I was speaking yesterday. I will say this. So the one thing that Liana told me was, yo, that's why we do this shit ourselves. You know what I'm saying? That's why we do this. But
that's why we keep staying ahead of the curve. And that's why we keep, doing all these things that people haven't seen before. Like if they wanted for the masses, they wouldn't have gotten Music Utopia. You know what I'm saying? Like they wouldn't have gotten all the creative streamers that we have on our team. You're not going to see anybody have this type of team anywhere else. So, I mean, yeah, you'll see a lot of singing teams. I'm not going to lie. There are a lot of great teams that have a lot of singers, musicians, but I mean, we have everything. We have everything here. So that's why we're elite.
And not only that, additional members, brand new members are going to be showing up. So we do have another wave of new recruits, new mutants coming in. But at the same time, these guys are not new to Kumu.
No.
These are people that have definitely put in the work for such a long time that they've been working to get on Elite X.
Mm-hmm.
They've been working to get on Elite X. You know what I mean? So I'm so happy that we've built the brand, but it just can't be me and Liana, y'all. It just can't be the Kumari Hood. It just can't be the Hub 408. You know what I'm saying? We all got to step it up. You know what I mean? So
I mean,
I challenge my team members.
We want other people to be able to represent Elite X. It can't always just be me and Ron all the time. I'm pretty sure they're gonna get, every time they speak of Elite X, they're gonna think of us. I'm pretty sure they're gonna get sick of us pretty soon. So we want to be able to have a nice rotation of Elite X members when we speak on Elite X and have people represent Elite X. It would be nice to have other people.
I'll say this: our name is so big. I had a meeting today with, with the head of Kumu Musica, Sir Bing. Shout out to Sir Bing. If you guys don't know Sir Bing, ska legend in the Philippines. He was with one of the most famous ska bands in the Philippines, Puti Ska. You know what I mean? So the one thing he said, he goes, Ron, he's like, you started Elite X, and I said, yeah, me and 10 other members, we found.
Hi, Ian.
And then he was like, hello, hi, and then he said, Ron, the things that you've done with Elite X and the people that you have with Elite X, I'm a big fan. He said, I'm a big fan of you guys. I'm a big fan of your group and what you guys do. This is a 60-something plus year old man. I don't mean to put his age out there like that, but it's like he's seen it all too. You know what I'm saying? He's fucking seen it all too. You know what I mean? So for him to say like nice words like, dude, I'm so impressed by the way that you guys conduct yourselves, the way that you guys do your guys' content on here, this and that. Like, he's like, Rocky Rocks, di ba Elite X rin siya? And I was like, yeah, he's Rocky. He's like, yeah, we're debuting his music on Elite X and stuff, or on, this Friday. And yeah, it's just awesome that you guys are just so different, and you guys are just so willing to go out there with your guys' art, because that's what he's about too. So think about this, man. Think about this for a second. These are legends in the game telling me like, hey, you guys matter. Your guys' content matters. So like when I see Leilani repping that Elite X, when I see Kid Flip or Av or anybody else repping that Elite X while they're doing their content, it does make Bestie and I feel amazing, because it's like, dude, these people are who carries the team. Cream rises to the top. Somebody like Sammy or Mark Atienza, right? We always talk about these people. Also, Joffrey Suarez. You know what I mean? If we're talking about some real shit, like Joff doesn't have to fucking be on this app. And I know the way that my friends are. You know what I mean? He doesn't have to be on this app, but he was willing to like, yo, let's put in this work. Let's put in this 100 episodes, and let's not get tired. Let's just keep working. Just keep busting ass. You know what I mean? I'm having fun with what I do, and I'm just glad I get to do it with the friends that I truly love. Not only that, I get to do it with my bestie here. If it wasn't for this person pushing me and all that stuff, I don't think that you guys would be getting the content that y'all getting right now. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you guys if you guys are using your team members correctly by doing collabs, by checking in with them. You know what I'm saying? Saying what's up. You know what I mean? Yeah, we could all be assholes and we could all be cool and fucking be stuck up, but why be that way? You know what I mean? Let's be that bridge. You know what I mean? Let's be that bridge and shit. And I want to talk because, I don't want to speak for Bestie and stuff like that.
Hey,
but shit, we hate a lot of people. We don't like a lot of people. Sometimes it's hard to like human beings. It's hard. But when you put in that effort, to put in that work, that's why the Elite X is always ahead of the curve. We are always number one. So again, if you love us, please support our stuff. If you love Joffrey, buy a Hub 408 shirt. You know what I mean? I can't wait, see, look, now we're in the red light zone now. That means we went over, Bestie. You feel me? So just make sure you guys are supporting us with the the product that we have. If you love the Kumari Hood, please purchase some Kumari Hood gear. If you love the Hub 408, please purchase some Hub 408 gear. Or if you just want to support that Elite X in general, rock that Elite X shit, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So anything else, Bessie, that we missed? I think we covered everything.
No, Lonnie says, you don't want to be like everyone else? Of course not. We're not like anybody else. We're not going to find another Lonnie on Kumu. We're not going to find another Allison or Kinflip or Joffrey.
No.
Mr.
Another
Tootsie.
bestie? I would never find another bestie, dude. Like, come on now. Although, and we know this, bestie, there's been a lot of best friend type shows. But I don't think they're really best friends, bestie. I don't think they're really best friends.
Are we?
We did things.
Yeah, exactly. Are we really best friends? Like, I mean, when we started off the show, we weren't really best friends, and now, I mean,
we're these kind of friends. These kind of,
I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
Are we like
it was just the bumping together? Of things. It was just the bumping of things. I don't know. All right, are we out of here?
I don't know. Hi, Indai.
Again, my name is Ron Sar. Thank you guys for checking out episode.
Look at Joffrey. He's all about the white cream. Sounds yummy, Joff. Kid Flip says, "Hey, proud to be elite," and we're so proud of every one of our Elite X members. We're so happy that you are part of Elite X, and I can't wait to see what else you will be doing and achieving on this app or beyond this app.
For real.
Because I know that you guys can, for sure.
Shout out to everyone, man, that came in the building. Shout out to Marjorie. Shout out to Fitness also. I'm sorry I didn't get to see you guys come in and say hi to you guys.
Joffrey says you on probation, dog.
Oh, I'm on probation for I still believe in pull-out gang. I believe it is fun when you pull out. You know what I mean? Depending on where you pop. You know what I'm saying? Depending on where you pop, it's fun. You know what I mean? But, have a baby by me, baby. You know what I mean? Be a chameleonaire. Episode 60 of The Best Friend Show with Liana and Samo and me, Ron, Sarah, and Baby X. Say hi, Baby X. You hear that? That's my kid, fool. Did you hear that? That's my kid, fool. So again, take our advice. Download the app. Meet somebody. Have a baby. Try to work it out. Give it.
Love you,
Give it a thought. Give it. You know what I'm saying? Try it out.
Yeah, plot and scheme and know when you're ovulating, ladies. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. And for you guys out there, the best response is, wait, what happened? What do we do? You don't have to pull out on. Oh, yes. Yes. By the way, I just also shout out, man, I'm so heartbroken today. Norm Macdonald passed away. He is the originator of the Dirty Johnny jokes. He is the originator of all the long jokes that I do on the Hub 408. I try to say every joke word for word in homage to him. So all of a sudden I wake up today and I find out that my favorite comedian is now dead. If you love my Little Johnny joke, if you love the bird joke, if you love the prostitute with the leopard joke, man, we lost a comedic god today. You know what I mean? So shout out to Norm Macdonald. I know this isn't the Hub 408, but I'm recommending for the entire month for you to go watch some Norm Macdonald. You know what I mean? Norm Macdonald has a show. It's also on Netflix. I would watch the David Letterman episode. Funny episode, but they're all good. The one with Drew Barrymore is funny as shit too. You guys will fall in love again. I mean, we always fall in love with Drew Barrymore, but you will fall in love again and again with Drew Barrymore during this interview. So go ahead and check that out. Yeah, Christian, rest in peace, Norm, man. I'm a big fan, and I'm just so heartbroken right now. This was like, You know, I put him right under George Carlin too. Rest in peace. These are the best comedians I've ever witnessed. You know, and you know, much respect to Dave Chappelle and all that, but you know, Norm Macdonald was a comedian's comedian. Everybody loved Norm, man. Everyone wanted to do his shit. So go watch some Norm Macdonald. If you love the jokes again that I would do on the Hub 408, all those jokes were all Norm Macdonald jokes. The Moth, uh, the Lucky Number 7, all that. Those were all Norm Macdonald jokes. So, best Burt Reynolds impression. Yes, yes, yes. And it's funny, me and Bessie were actually talking about white shows last night, and I talked about Norm Macdonald. I was like, yeah, that was a pretty funny show. The one on ABC with Laurie Metcalf, the sister from Roseanne. She was on that show too. So, yeah.
Ian says, have a baby, got me, yo. And then Lonnie says, they have an app for that.
Yeah, they have an app for it. It's called Kumu.
ISO Kumu baby mama. And then, yeah, Kid Flip was saying RIP with the Canadian flag.
Man, we lost. I'm one of those guys that'll watch Norm Macdonald for like 7 hours. There's this one video. It's like an 8-hour video on Norm. It's just him doing all his interviews. Go listen to that shit. He's so badass. Go listen to his 9/11 jokes. He walked in blood and bones through the streets of New York during 9/11 to look for his brother, who was in Ottawa at the time. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he's amazing. You know what I mean? Go check out some Norm Macdonald.
Lonnie was saying, knowing your ovulation timing, there's an app for that. That's what she meant.
Oh, well, hey. First, download Kumu if you haven't already. You might be watching this on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, but download the app. When you meet somebody eating cheese on screen like Bestie, she put in her head, hey, I'm going to get the cheese guy. You know what I mean? So if you want to find a cheese guy of your own, download Kumu. If you want to have a baby with somebody, download Kumu. You know? It works. 100% all the time. I forgot how that line went.
I know, I was just thinking that too.
Yeah. It works 60, or is it, what do you say? It works
The
60%
Sex
of the
Panther?
time? All the
Yeah.
time. Or something.
Yeah.
All right, we're out of here, guys. We gave you guys an extra, Bessie, look at that. We gave him an extra 50 minutes, bala.
I know.
Oh, and hey, Press Play is saying salutations. Hi, Press Play.
Hey, Press Play.
How are you? Christian, you know what I meant, right? With the 60% of all the time, right? See, so he got it. Please follow my man, Christian Wildthought. He also has a podcast that he's doing also. Christian, I have not checked out your podcast yet, but I will.
Kid Flip says, or hit me up. Maybe we can figure something out.
About you going...
Making babies on Kumu.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming.
I was going to say, Kid Flip, if you want, you could come to California. You feel me? Have a baby here. Buy a Kumu thing. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Theory? How are you? Shout out to my man. Theory is everything.
Hey, Theory. Lonnie says, I want to watch Anchorman now. I only really like the Sex Panther part and the whale's vagina.
Yeah, and Anchorman 1 is the best one. Don't watch 2 or 3 or any of the garbage ones after. What's
Lonnie
good?
says, and stay here. Yeah, I agree.
Man.
Stay in California.
Theory is saying, what's good, King and Queen? I appreciate you, Theory. You know what I mean? Thank you so much. We were just telling people now.
Can't wait to see you next month.
Yeah, can't wait to see you, dog. You know, we were telling people, you know, we are going to be signing off right now, but, you know, we're live streaming on both YouTube right now and all that stuff. Hold on. Had X's explain that ovulation chart they were talking. Come on, Joff. You crazy. You crazy. So, again, we're streaming on Twitch tonight, on YouTube, on Facebook, and also our home base here on Kumu. So, again, download Kumu. You might find somebody and have a baby with them. You know what I'm saying? You know, so, you know, holler. You know what I mean? Holler at the ones, you know what I mean, that you would want to have a baby with. You know what I mean? Now, me and Bessie, we didn't know we were going to have a baby. It's not like we hollered at each other and said, hey, let's go half. Let's go in half and shit. You know what I'm saying? So maybe for you, if that's what you guys are looking for, download the app and maybe, you know, you could find, you know,
Although we've joked around many times about it.
Yes, and it came into fruition by willing it into existence. Theory also here is like, I got a couple. He has a couple too. You know what I'm saying? Bessie also had a couple. She had them all lined up. You know what I'm saying? She had them all lined up too.
Plan A, Plan B, Plan C, Plan D.
There you go. You feel me? I happen to be Plan D, you know what I'm saying? Or Plan F or something down the line, you know what I'm saying? I was like way down the line and stuff. And even for Bestie, I didn't think that me and her would ever get into a relationship. But before we get up out of here, I just do want to say that, again, this is our first time being in public together, talking about these things. And, I love you so much, Liana. I really do. I love you so much.
Love you too.
Crazy. Like they were Russell Crowe, Beautiful Mind. Shut the fuck up, John. You know what, Job? We should have podcasted yesterday. You know what I mean? Please watch The Hub 408 this Friday on Kumu USA with me, Job.
Hey, Robert. Jumbo Hot Dog is here.
Jumbo Hot Dog, another guy that's probably going to be applying for Ninong, a Ninong slot. You know what I'm saying? Ay pucha. Right? That's Robert. Ay pucha. Maka-sign up nga. Right? That's Robert. Maka-sign up nga. You know what I'm saying?
He would be Ninong Jumbo or Ninong Hot Dog.
Ninong Jumbo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You cannot go and I cannot let you be babysit with Ninong Jumbo because we don't know which Ninang will be there tonight. You know what I'm saying? Leche pucha. You know what I'm saying? That's Robert right there. Leche pucha. Sorry, huh? That's my Robert impression, guys. You guys don't know. That's my Robert impression. Leche. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
it's pretty good, right, Bess?
That is pretty good.
Right?
Yeah. And then when the baptism, we're gonna have all the godparents walk out. He's gonna be walking out to Jumbo Hot Dog.
Oh no. Fuck. Just as long as he has I want the bearded Robert, dude. The thick bearded Robert. That's the only Jumbo Hot Dog I will accept, dude. I don't want the clean faced Robert. I don't like that Jumbo Hot Dog, dude. You know what I mean? I don't like that. Hi, K Savage. How are you?
Hi, Kay.
Hi, Frilly Dash. Kumusta?
See you next month at KumuCon.
Yeah, see you next month. Bestie, can we just do 6 more minutes so I can get my 3 hours? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Kid Flip says, I might actually start dancing. There you go. Oh, that reminds me. I got to post that video I have of Kid Flip dancing. It's him
Is he doing the John Claude?
No, he's doing the Ocho Ocho.
Is he doing the John Claude Van Damme?
No, I said the Ocho Ocho.
Oh, the Ocho Ocho. Oh, my God.
I have him
Kid
doing
Flip,
that.
You fucking are Filipino, bro. You're over here doing the Ocho Ocho. Shit, dude.
Right, Lonnie? I love that video.
Damn you, Kid Flip. You're doing the Ocho Ocho? No, dude. Don't do that, dude.
It was a good one.
Oh, my God. Shout out to you, Kay, for coming through. She's over here in all caps. Ate Liana! You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you, Kay. We're just, again... we're ending our show, though. We gave you guys about 3 hours of episode 60, the Best Friend Show. Again, this is our first time even talking about publicly our relationship, talking about publicly having a kid together. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, I think the main focus that we talked about, though, today was family. Because we even got to have our other family involved, too, with Brooke, Kid Flip. You know what I'm saying? Leilani in the building. I know Marjorie had came in here earlier. You know what I'm saying? Grub Life was here. You know what I mean? And we're just so excited to see everybody at KumuCon too, you know, for the folks that can make it. So, yeah, we're super excited. Please come through, support the Elite X. You know, even though you're not in the Elite X, you could always support us by buying our merchandise. You know what I mean? Buy Kumari Hood stuff. You know what I mean? Please support Liana with her stuff because, you know, we're independent. You know, support small brands. You know what I'm saying? So... Damn, this is the longest 4 minutes right here, dude. Like,
I know, I gotta pee too. Lonnie says we have great memories with this app. Yeah, we definitely do. Kid Flip says she caught me in 5K.
You know what?
Lonnie says, y'all know you love us enough to get a shirt. Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. I signed up for my company's 401k, but that was a lot of running. Norm Macdonald, everybody. Again, a Norm Macdonald joke. Okay, so that's all. I got to end it with the Norm Macdonald joke. So there you go. That was a clean one too. That was a clean one, bestie.
Hey Kay, now she's in my stream.
I didn't go overboard, you know.
I'm so full.
If you guys see Liana in Vegas again, she is accepting all $100 bills in her palm. You know what I'm saying? Give her that money. You know what I'm saying? we're going to the buffet, baby. Yee! You know what I mean?
I know. I gotta feed 2 people now.
She gotta feed 2 people. So all I'm saying is put that $100 bill or a $50 chip. You know, we know there's gonna. Well, first of all, you guys are Filipinos. You guys are gamblers. We know there's gonna be some high rollers out there. There's also gonna be some broke high rollers too. Instead of spending your money, that $50 on slot machines, give it to Liana real quick. So
hi Kai.
She can feed the baby. Hi Kai, how are you?
We were just talking about the artwork that you did for Music Utopia.
And if we can use any of your artwork, Kai.
Yeah, we want to also sell your stuff on there as well.
And also for you also to get compensated with your stuff too. So we're going to talk to you actually, Kai, soon about our Elite X merchandise, because we definitely want you to be a
Well, yeah,
part.
she's on the Elite X creative team.
Yes. But again, no more fucking around. We're going to go full force with this. So, yes.
Yeah.
Hi, Kai Cortez.
Oh, I totally forgot. I mean, not only are we trying to do the Elite X team channel, making that a premier channel or a premium channel, we're also starting a Elite X gaming division.
Yes.
So excited for Baby X. That's what Kay Savage said.
We are too.
Yeah.
We are too. We're, again, if it's a girl, her name will be Rebel Blade. If it's a boy, Damien Fox. Wolf. Sorry, Fox. Because I was thinking Rebel Fox. It might be either Rebel Blade or Rebel Fox or Damien Wolf. So those
Welcome back, Av.
Those are the potential names of the baby. So I don't want Av telling me, name it after me, fool. You know what I'm saying? Name it after me, fool. Or my good friend Jake Montero trying to, sige, bigyan lang kita ng $200 Yamashita or something and you name him after me. Just saying, guys. I'm just saying.
What was I going to say? But yeah,
we got
let
30
me know.
seconds, bestie. We got 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Okay, good. Well, yeah, if you want to join in on the Elite X Gaming division, let me know. We will be starting that shortly.
Yes, and that has to have Av included too, because he was one of the first Elite X gamers. So along with me, Av, Liana, I believe Kai is a gamer too.
Yes, Kai is a gamer.
Hey Press Play. We have some new members also that we're going to be introducing that are also gamers too. But we really just want to get together and do this gaming stuff. You know what I mean? So again, the Elite X channel will just be for OBS, all OBS programming. You won't see any regular stuff going down on Kumu. So even on there, you might see some Elite X gaming on.
Lonnie, that counts. Lonnie says, "Does Wheel of Fortune count?" Yeah, any game counts. People love any type of game on here, and people love
Brooke
watching
reviews
people.
Also. Brooke reviews. So Brooke, I know you're a big Legends. Let's start streaming on the team account. You playing Legends, playing with other members.
Oh, I love Tetris, Lonnie.
The best thing to do is to get a 6 square, the big 6 square, and then have the other players. Like I was in Angelo's stream, the biggest 6 square was the screen. I was doing the play-by-play. I was doing the play-by-play while all the other players on the Nintendo Switch were in the other boxes. So I was doing some really cool stuff. Let's do the same thing. Let's do
Lonnie
the same thing, guys.
says, "Who else plays Street Fighter Puzzle Fighter?" I do.
I do.
I be killing
I have that
people
game right
on
now.
Puzzle Fighter.
Dude, she kicked my ass 13 games to 1 straight,
Yeah.
and I was so upset. So we could, like, even tonight, if we wanted to do a gaming stream, if Liana wanted to do a gaming stream, we can all do it all at the same time with us playing. You know what I mean? With, you know, us being on Kumu. So let's do it. Brooke, we have to do this gaming stuff. You know what I mean? This is big for us. Like, I really want to do, like, I was doing GTA, Red Dead Redemption, you know, Street Fighter, also
I was
regular
playing
Street Fighter.
Harvest Moon.
Harvest Moon is a big game that Bestie is very much into. So Press Play also is a great gamer, you know. So, man, we're just excited. We're just
I
excited.
was just thinking of Harry Back Princess Adventure.
That is not a real game, guys. I completely thought this game was Harry Back or Fat Princess Adventures or something like that.
Well, no, it is. There is an actual game called Fat Princess Adventures, and I love that game.
Adventures, but then Bessie somehow said Harry Back Princess Adventures, and now I just thought of the most fattest, hairiest princess turning into a giant.
It's because I choke slammed a girl who had a hairy back with a princess sticker on her car, or a princess license plate frame. I hate that. Yeah. But that's not the reason why I choke slammed her.
By the way, Bessie, I hate that too. That makes my dick soft whenever I see, like, I'm the princess and all that stuff. Like,
yeah, or
Queen Yas. Or Queen Yas.
I'll take that any day over princess. Like, I am so, because princess has been there since like the 90s. Like, fuck. Please.
But Queen Yas be killing me. Like, yes, Queen.
At least I haven't. It hasn't been there long enough for me to get sick of it. Princess, bad bitch. What's the other one? Boss bitch. Like,
anything Ray Dunn for me. Actually, if you have Ray Dunn if you're a Ray Dunn collector, like, unfollow me right now. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't do that.
I don't know. It just I get angry when I see that on their car.
All right. Well, we're giving them an extra 3 minutes right now. This is a Best Friend Show. This is episode 60. My name is Ron Sara. That's Liana and Samo. We're out of here, bestie. Let's get lost, dude.
Okay, bye.
Bye. See you later. We love y'all. Bye, Kumu. Hey, that was a good episode right there. And shout out to all our folks in Twitch land, YouTube land, all that stuff. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, this is a Best Friend Show. I'm Ron Sara. That's Liana and Selma. We're freaking out of here, guys. Come watch us. Are we doing a Best Friend Show this Thursday?
Yeah, let's do a gaming one.
Let's do a gaming one. So Thursday, guys, Best Friend Show. If you guys want to nerd out with us, we're going to be playing video games on...
Maybe we could do Jackbox or...
I would rather do Jackbox where everyone can play, bestie.
Yeah.
Let's open it up on the squares with the six squares or whatever. You know what I mean? Or something like that.
On Kumu? Oh, yeah. Like the big six, like what we did that one time? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. That'll be hella fun for this Thursday, so we can have other people play along.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye, guys. We'll see you later.
Bye.